live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile. And my mic was muted the whole time, so let's do this again. Welcome to Think Different TV, where minds meet. I am Lashia, your host. Listen, this is the third episode, technically, of season 2 of Think Different TV. And I just want to know, how was your weekend? How was your weekend? How is everything? How is everything going? As y'all can see, I got a new little do going on, I got my face all, did up, and there is a good reason. As you can see, the background got the balloons and everything, because your girl's birthday is tomorrow. Hey! Yay! And I got on my Eagles shirt because my Eagles, well, that's going to be in the Hit and Quit It, but Eagles are doing a daggone thing. It was a great early birthday gift. So listen, Think Different TV. It's every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I got TDTV fam all over the country, and shout outs to y'all, because y'all could be anywhere right now, but y'all decided to be right here with me on a Monday night. Yes, let's get it. All right, listen. Think Different TV cannot be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's get into it. Our sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. Euphoria Water can be found on IG at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. And excuse me if I'm speaking very fast, because there's a lot that's going to be happening tonight, and I'm super excited because I got 2 special guests that's coming on, and we got great Hit and Quit It, and we have an amazing topic. So, got to get back into the groove. I'm sorry about last week, but guess what? I just played a recap of last week's, which was 2 weeks ago, actually. It was part 2 of the Single Mom series, Married Single Moms. And the very first episode of the season was Single Mom series part 1, being a single mom of flex. That was our hot topic. Our hot topic today is super hot. All right. And it's so hot, I'm gonna have to turn my heater on real quick because I'm burning up. So anyway, I shout out my sponsor, and guess what? We got a shout out invitation by Jarrell, because Queen has been rocking out with me since day 1. All right, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell on my YouTube channel. What are you doing? If you ain't subscribed by now, what are you doing? So you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live. Okay, after you share, make sure you comment TDTV. All right, hashtag TDTV. So let's get this party started, y'all. It's a lot that's been happening, and I have like 2 weeks worth of Hit and Quit It that I have to run through. So let's get it. All right, y'all. Hit It and Quit It are trending topics in music, sports, political, celebrity, and local news. Let me head over to Facebook. Make sure that my Facebook fam is tuned in, because guess what? We gotta invite everybody to the party, because today's my birthday. All right. Well, actually, technically it's tomorrow, but still, don't be hating. Don't be hating. I'm actually celebrating all week long. All right. So let's go and see what's going on with my live over on Facebook. Make sure that everybody is tuned in over there. Um, so that nobody feels left out of the loop, because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be covered tonight, and I want to make sure that everybody is on board. Okay, we definitely got to hit it and quit it, and I'm going to get to that very shortly. So give me a quick second. Let me get my Facebook fam up to speed. All right, it's taking a little while to load. That's perfectly fine. Let's jump into the hit it and quit it. So in music news, Donnell Jones reveals he drove his car into a ditch after falling asleep at the wheel, but thankfully he did not sustain any injuries. Thank God. I love Donnell Jones. Where I wanna be. Boosie asked that all fans and supporters of him keep him in their prayers as he continues to battle diabetes. Updates on Gucci Mane's new 1017 label. Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano are locked up. K Shade and Roboy got dropped. Big Scar, of course, unfortunately passed. And the only one left standing is Love Enchanting. Kevin Gates has the internet on fire again this past week after he admits he drank a woman's pee on a car ride. He said he loves women to pee in his mouth. And apparently, just revealed in the interview with Trina, Young Miami likes golden showers. So a match made on earth. P. Diddy won't be too happy about that. I mean, was he like, take that, take that? I don't know. Really crazy right now. What's going on? You got people, you know, drinking, eating ejaculate, doing all this crazy stuff. I don't know why are people like this right now? I don't know. The internet is on fire. People probably burning up everybody in real life. It's getting crazy, okay? Meek Mill was under fire for what commenters took as a shot at Lori Harvey. In reality, he cleared up that it was lyrics from a new song from Ovo's own singer-songwriter Party Next Door, and had dropped in his new project. He was just trying to support a friend. He ended his follow-up tweet with, "Here goes social media bloggers and commenters trying to ruin another one of his friendships with nonsense and gossip." Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Let me go and check in on my beautiful Facebook fam. Shout out to my YouTube fam that's been tuning in. Let me check out the comments real quick. We got Triple Fire in the building. Ronnie say he's first. Yes, yes. Good evening, good evening. Let me get over here and make sure that I tune my Facebook fam in. Confirm, confirm. Yes, yes, yes. All right, and now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make it public, because for some reason it always makes my Facebook post private. Let me go in here. There we go. I'm going to change the settings to public. Once it comes up, there we go. Public. There you go. Now everybody can tune in and watch. Yes, yes, yes. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Back to the news. All right. In a recent interview, rising female Memphis artist Slime chimes in after she was touched inappropriately by a female fan during her performance. When this happened to Kalani involving a male suspect, the world wanted him put in jail and handled, but they are silent about this one. Come on, people, what happened to equality, or is it a myth? And that really made me upset, because I looked at the video and she really went in and touched that young lady's vagina on her piece, like tapped it. And just because her lyrics was relating to that doesn't mean you have to touch her. Let's not get so comfortable with, how can I say this? Let's call it out when we see it, okay? If y'all see somebody doing wrong and see somebody acting a fool up in there, y'all need to say something, okay? call that person out. Made no sense that this young lady who was performing, who had security didn't even do nothing about it. They just was like, oh well. But and the reason why she didn't react to it is because she's already been a victim of SA. And what happens is that what happened was that she just became frozen because she didn't know how to react to the situation. Of course she was upset, but she had to keep the show going for her sake. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, nothing cool about that. Let's get back to the news. All right. Mother of rapper Yak Gotti was arrested after investigators says she tried to sneak rolling papers and tobacco products into the courtroom where her son is standing trial. When questioned by deputies, she blamed it on the mother of Yak Gotti's baby. She was later released on $1,500 bond. Why would you bring that type of stuff into the courtroom? You're just asking to be locked up. Like, just dumb stuff. Like, that just made me so mad. On January 19th, Miley Cyrus's newest song, Flowers, became the most streamed song in a single week in Spotify history. So maybe I need to go over there and check it out. Maybe it might be something good about that. So, I'm not a real big, like, I have nothing against Miley Cyrus. I'm just not, I don't really listen to her stuff too much because, like, she's not on my list of people that I listen to. But maybe I should, because she got a little bit of a dangerous side to her. I like her stuff sometimes when, Wrecking Ball, I liked all that stuff. So, I got to go over there and listen to Flowers. In celebrity news, Gerard Carmichael made history by being the first Black host in Golden Globes history, but he had a joke or two that rubbed a few in attendance and, of course, set the commentators on fire. The joke was about it being in the same hotel that killed Whitney Houston. Some said he was speaking the truth of Scientology, and most ruled the joke as tasteless. Now, here's the thing. He only did that because he said, they was making a big deal about him shouting out the hotel. But he was like, listen, this is the same hotel that Whitney Houston was killed in. And yet we're back. We're back here in this atmosphere, in this bad juju. So he pretty much called it out. But I think that his delivery was a little shaky. Okay. And he also didn't hold back. He was telling a lot of people that was in the audience to shut the heck up while he was doing his thing, because everybody was like, oh, wow, it's been a long time since I've seen my people. And, everybody was on. And it was raining like crazy. Y'all, was a lot going on in LA at that time. And they still held the Golden Globe. So, it was a lot going on. Actress Cheryl Lee Ralph puts her foot down, co-signing her last viral clip. When asked on the red carpet what advice she would give her younger self, paraphrasing, she says she would tell herself to love the things she sees as flaws, because those very flaws will be the things that Kardashians buy in the future to enhance themselves. Point blank, period. She's talking about her lips, her nose, and everything. And guess what? The Kardashians are rushing to the tables to get that stuff put on them. So definitely love yourself, right? TJ Holmes and Amy Robach reportedly lawyer up against ABC News for the recent accusations and rumors of their relationship outside of work. Initially, they were told there wouldn't be any disciplinary action enforced because of the newsworthy scandal, but ABC even removed them from on-air duties. Wow. Usain Bolt is missing $12.7 million from his bank account. The balance is now only $12K. I wish I could say my bank account was only $12K. But I get it. That's a big drop. That's only 10% of what he had in there. But he must have banked with Bank of America, because they was having a lot of stuff with their accounts and stuff like that. So he might want to check that out. Alec Baldwin in the movie sets, armorer, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, to be charged with involuntary manslaughter for the 2021 fatal film set shooting of Helena Hutchins. So yeah, someone got killed on the set, and now he in the set's armorer is being charged with involuntary manslaughter. Actor Michael B. Jordan has been spotted dating 26-year-old smoking hot British model Amber Jepsen after his recent public horrible breakup with Lori Harvey last year. And like Future said, sensational. Sports news, Philadelphia Eagles reign supreme over the New York Giants. Final score 38-7. And to make the victory even sweeter, Cowgirls lost to the 49ers with a time to be alive, y'all. Yes, I'm telling y'all, I'm excited. All right, moving on. Go Birds. Moving on. Odell Beckham Jr. is escorted off a plane for what the flight attendant called unruly behavior. Beckham appeared to be in a deep sleep while waiting for his flight to take off. He did not respond to the flight attendant's commands to put on his seatbelt. And when he woke up, he let her have it. She called for security to remove him, in which ultimately the female attendants told officers she wanted the plane emptied due to Beckham's behavior. He responded short and sweet, "You're ruining everyone's flight, but me on the other hand, I'll be on a private flight out of here in a few minutes." He was like, "I was trying to give y'all some business, but I could just hop on a private jet, you know." Alabama basketball player Darius Miles arrested on capital murder charges. Police say he and another man shot at a car, and a 23-year-old woman died this morning after the shooting last night. Very sad to hear. WWE co-CEO Stephanie McMahon resigns from the company and issues a statement. To sum it up, she stepped down due to the strong position and responsibility she believed her returning father would be able to fill with fresh ideas and strategies to keep evolving the company. She has officially entered retirement and stepped down from the WWE front office after being a fan as a kid when growing up in the business and growing along with it over the years. She has given us WWE fans so many great moments during the Attitude Era. That was my era, okay? And Ruthless Aggression Era. Also my era. I'm not gonna lie. You know, that was the era where we had a lot of we had Latino heat. We had, oh my gosh, we had a lot of people that a lot of them are unfortunately not here anymore, but it was a lot going on. They had the hardcore championship. It was a lot going on in the Ruthless Aggression era. The only thing that I might take issue with is John Cena. I mean, I'm kind of sort of a fan, but still. Turkey has put a 500K bounty on Enes Freedom's head. He's on the country's most wanted list for speaking out against their government. He plans on suing the NBA for blackballing him. University of Georgia football player Devin Willock and recruiting staffer Chandler LaCroix passed away in a tragic car crash in Athens early Sunday morning. 2 others were injured. The accident took place hours after the football team celebrated their national championship victory on Saturday. At a recent Laker game, Shannon Sharpe was present and cheering for his favorite player and close friend LeBron James, where a Memphis Grizzlies player, Dylan Brooks, said "F you," and Shannon went into Hennessy Black and Mild mode, which caused the Grizzlies team to get involved, including Morant's dad, and Sharpe handled it like men and talked it out, ending with love and apologies. But let's be honest, we've seen Dylan Brooks show this hostile behavior when he's losing. Last year, he said some things to the Warriors that resulted in Golden State tearing Memphis a new one on national TV as they got eliminated in the most embarrassing way. Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence has never lost a football game on Saturday in his entire career, from high school 3-0 to college 32-0, and now in the NFL 1-0. Political news. New law in Illinois. Assault rifle guns have been banned. Switches were also banned. Long guns have been limited to 10 rounds a magazine and no more than 15 rounds for handguns. Cops who refuse to enforce the new law will be fired. If you own them, you can keep them, but you must register them within 300 days. President Joe Biden tweets about the drop in gas prices. He said gas is down $1.70, but the comments lit him up. Like, how you gonna drop the gas prices, brag, and then raise the price of eggs in the country? In some places, it's almost $8 to $9. And I have a friend that gives me the hookup. So if any of y'all need them eggs, let me know. The government has been playing and pushing the single mother narrative, and they are now cutting the cord. They are no longer willing to be your husband. Many landlords aren't accepting Section 8 vouchers. See, I don't know nothing about that because I ain't never qualified for no Section 8. This has risen in Cobb County, Georgia. The government will no longer reward you for being a single mother. Having a baby and looking for government assistance is slowly creeping to an end. Those who took advantage of the system are shocked and upset. Now, everybody isn't the problem, but you know what they say, one bad apple spoils the bunch. Sighting of transgender woman's penis in YMCA locker room sparks tears. 17-year-old Rebecca Phillip cried as she recalled seeing a naked man at her local YMCA, telling the San Diego City Council that she'd been traumatized by the experience of what she saw. She described to be a trans woman. She said the privacy policy is being tailored to transgenders, not acknowledging the dangers of these actions. Her concerns are for her 5-year-old little sister being exposed to a naked man, as well as the other kids that attend the location in the summer. Megan's Law protects the trans community and the California Sex Offenders Registry, saying as long as you are not a red flag on Megan's Law, a grown male can shower alongside a teenage girl whomever they please. Thanks, government. In other news, according to reports, the manager of Family Dollar said Dinesha Holiday sent her a text message saying she wasn't coming back to work because she was sick. She was removed from the schedule for calling in sick too much. Well, she showed up to the store with a gun. Holiday took the gun out of her pocket and began to wave it around. She was escorted off the property, but not before throwing a stapler at her manager. She was arrested for aggravated assault and 3 counts of reckless endangerment. Her bond is set at $10,000. The people of Laverne County want police officers held accountable. A 20-page report said 5 officers fired, 3 suspended for sexual acts on duty, and a partridge in a pear tree. It's like, no, I'm just playing with y'all. Girls going wild, hot tub parties, and 3 rape relations. Oh my goodness. But they was like, we had a time last night. A female Tennessee police officer, along 4 of her male colleagues, have been fired after reportedly sharing a lengthy sexual relationship while on the job. Ooh. According to WRVF TV, Megan Hall had a string of raunchy encounters with staff members at the Laverne police station, which included threesomes, wild parties, sending explicit photos to staff, performing oral sex on at least 2 officers, and allegedly bragging about one cop's big genitals. The mayor, Jason Cole, refused to talk on camera, but released a statement saying he will be training all employees in rules, regulations, and expectations set forth by city leadership. Woo! That's crazy. But they had a time that night. Okay, let me stop. 31-year-old high school English teacher Keenan Anderson was in a car accident. He flagged down police himself, where he was clearly not well and needed compassionate medical assistance. Officers repeatedly, aggressively tased him over and over, each time asking him not to move and to stop resisting arrest. He rolled and clearly said, "Help me, I can't." Any adult who has been through or seen this knows it's hard to stop your body from convulsing with 50,000 volts of electricity shooting through your body. This young Black man's last words were, "Help me, help me. They're trying to George Floyd me. I need help." He screamed, "Please," as he was held down by an officer of his own race and died right there on the ground in handcuffs with a knee on the back of his neck. Very sad. Katrina, condolences to his family. Katrina Bookman was playing the slots at the Resorts Casino in Jamaica, Queens, where she hit for $43 million. She was told to come back the next day, where she was told that her winning was a mistake. They claimed the machine malfunctioned and she had really won $2 and 25 cents. They were only required by law to give her what the machine says she won, and they offered her a complimentary steak dinner for her troubles. How set this whole place on fire. Y'all better give me about $43 million. And they wonder why black women be angry, upset, mad, all of the above. You cannot tell me. Lord. Real quick. Trevo Lafarre said, welcome to Think Different TV. I forgot to put that Ronnie said he was first. He better still be on. Trevo Lafarre said, everybody say happy birthday, Miss Star, in the comments as you come in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Trevo Lafarre. How's the sound? Can y'all hear me? Am I good? Thumbs up if I'm good. If I'm good, I'm good. Going back to the hidden and quitteds. All right, 39-year-old Donald DeLorito was arrested after he told security officers of the resort that he was up to claiming to have a bomb at a resort in Vegas. Pretty much he called him a bomb threat. All right. And they took him to jail, and his words were, it's better in there than out here. That's crazy. Conway, South Carolina, 48-year-old Michael John Urbanhart was charged with 5 counts of third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor after authorities found child pornography in a Dropbox account linked to his email. He is being held on $50,000 bond. If you have any info that could help police, please contact 911 or Conway Police Department directly at 843-248-1790. I know I got TDTV fam all over the country, so I just want to make sure that thank you, Trevo. I just want to make sure that those people that live in that area are well aware, and if they have any information, they can make the call. Delayed Amtrak leaves passengers on board stuck for 30 plus hours in the woods in rural South Carolina. Some actually called the police claiming to be held hostage. I couldn't imagine. I would be so mad. It depends on where I'm going. If I know I'm in a rush to get somewhere, I'll be mad. But if I'm not, I'll probably be asleep. I'm not even gonna lie. Devonna Walker of Iowa was only 29 years old when she was stabbed and killed by her racist, slur-yelling neighbor. On January 2nd, she was arguing with the neighbor about a previous incident. The couple yelled to her as she was walking away, "Shut the F up, you N-word." Walker went back to beat down one of her neighbors she's having issues with, and she was stabbed to death. Police and EMTs did arrive 10 minutes later, but it was too late. Police detained the man for his actions. Investigations are still in progress. And I watched the video, and I understand that word can really get you riled up, but don't let it get you so riled up that you go and you commit assault. Because if he did not stab her to death, and that woman that she was beating down sued her for assault, or got her arrested for assault, that she was either gonna go to jail. She ended up dead, but she was gonna end up in jail either way. So don't let that word. I'm not saying people should just be calling you the word. You just let it roll off your back, but don't let it get you upset to the point where you go on attacking people, because it's not that serious. Take your power back. Take your power back. What do they say? They say, you only are what you answer to. And if you don't answer to being the N-word, then it shouldn't bother you. Florida man Kashawn Naismith was arrested for shooting his cousin, who is a pastor, during an argument over heaven and hell. He was charged with attempted murder and the use of firearm during the commission of a felony and carrying a concealed firearm. YouTube is now demonetizing your video, so you can't get paid if you're cursing within the first 15 seconds. Thank God the first 15 seconds of my video is me playing my intro. This can affect your old videos too. The advertiser-friendly content guidelines state that the occasional use of profanity in music videos won't necessarily result in your video being unsuitable for advertising, but this puts a lot of stress on content creators to clean it up. According to reports, 25-year-old Brianna Lacrosse and her boyfriend went out drinking. They returned home around 3:30 a.m. where she noticed her boyfriend had wet the bed. She woke him up by hitting him, and when he woke up to say he was leaving to go to someone else's home, she returned to the room with a kitchen knife, stabbing him on his left side under his arm, then tried to give him medical attention. First they're sour, then they're sweet. Damn Sour Patch Kid. Doctors say the knife entered his left side and punctured his lung. The Upper Mayfield Police Department is asking for public assistance in locating other potential victims after they say a Bucks County tennis coach is facing multiple charges of sexual assault against a child he coached. The suspect has been identified as 24-year-old Hector Andres Jacome Jaramillo, a private tennis instructor who worked at multiple facilities across the country and even internationally. The alleged assaults took place in Soulbury Township in Upper Mayfield, Florida. He's facing several charges, including aggravated indecent assault of a child, sexual assault by a sports official, and other related charges. If you have any info, please contact Detective Jumper at 215-968-3020. Hyundai Kia owners face the threat of theft due to recent social media challenges. They are targeting models from 2010 to 2021 due to the ease of hot wiring. Any new models are made with push buttons and sensor start. Kids as young as 12 are participating in the trend and stealing cars for a viral moment. 404 cars have been stolen across New Orleans in the first 17 days of 2023. Oh, I wish I could go back to 2013. The majority of cars have been Hyundai and Kias that people commit crimes in. 4,400 cars were stolen in 2022. I guess they're trying to get an early start on beating that record, I guess. For the first time ever, scientists have reversed the aging process in mice. They reversed deteriorating eyesight, smaller attention span, and skin tissue falters. This study took 13 years to complete. Dear humans, next. Somebody started a Big Groove petition. Big Groove is the content creator we know for dancing and having a good time in the restaurants, but it seemed like the Black community on social media has had enough. We always build up our own just to tear them down when they reach success beyond our expectations. Black cancel culture is just sickening. We can't keep canceling people because of our own personal opinions. Big Groove, formerly known as Groovin' Gorilla, is the subject of the newest petition titled Ban Big Groove 2. He addressed the situation and found it funny, but others have gotten upset about it, including myself. Check out my live video on my IG page, which is at Lashia Star. Go check that video out. As a community over the past few years, we've canceled comedians for jokes, rappers for lyrics, and commentators for comments. When will it stop? Army officer Caron Nazario, who was pepper sprayed by Virginia police officers Joe Gutierrez and Daniel Crocker during a traffic stop in 2020, was only awarded $3,685 in a $1.5 million lawsuit. So that was insulting. Tennessee father of 30 has 33 children with 11 different women and begs the court to cut him a break on child support with his $1.49 monthly statements. Ain't this about a... They only get the $1.49 due to him having a minimum wage job. And he's only able to pay when he is employed. That is listen, child support. I had a episode helpful or hindrance. It's stuff like this that gets me real fired up because I be trying to campaign so hard for guys, and then when a guy like this, he's messing things up for you guys. So a lot of his friends, see, the thing is, he ain't got friends that check him and be like, dude, you have all these kids, you can't afford them. Why don't you just stop, Lord, or get a better job or something? Lord Jesus. Ah. Aggressive cops of the Lakeville, Florida Police Department brutalized a father in front of his family despite his compliance. On December 18th, 2022, Antoine Glover and his stepdaughter were parked in the driveway of her grandmother's home when a police vehicle pulled up behind them. They claimed they stopped him for a seatbelt, but the reports say he wasn't driving and only removed his seatbelt after parking. They noticed his medical marijuana card and asked if he had marijuana present, in which he did. The officers began to pull on his bag, asking if he had a gun in it. He responded yes and tried to hand it over to them, and that's when they began assaulting him. Officer Dylan Cron, Anton Jefferson, Jason McCain, and Sergeant Mark Eby are responsible for the attack. A California couple gets stuck in their new dog cages after testing them out themselves. Eventually, they were able to free themselves by maneuvering the crates in front of one another and opening them up. If they couldn't free themselves, they would have had asked Alexa to call the neighbors for help. Stupid. Just put the dogs in there to test them out. Why would you test it out yourself, you big dummy? Like, what? Anyway, and then y'all both get in at the same time, so nobody's outside the crate to let the person out. Lord Jesus. Schools in Florida are refusing to teach AP African American study courses. Why am I not surprised? 72-year-old grandmother from Kentucky died after a 2,600-pound Denny sign fell and crushed her to death in her car. 2 other people were injured. Condolences to that grandmother. 5 Black Memphis, Tennessee police officers fired after a traffic stop led to them beating Ty Nicholas to death. Body camera footage will be released next week. And I wonder now, how come we don't get results this quick when it's white cops? Seems like the media does a good job covering up tracks and evidence. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying relax because they're Black, but once again, we put our own under the microscope, but we seem to dismiss others. In local news, over the past week, we learned of a Northeast Philly quadruple homicide where 50 shots were fired and 3 out of 4 young men died. Police have ruled this one as a targeted shooting. Aside from being shot, they were also run over by shooters in the van. 4 men were shot as they were returning from a shopping trip. There are no confirmed motives for the shooting. The victims were 18, 19, 24, and 28 years old. That's so young. You can find all this information on NBC Philadelphia on IG. SBC News released documentary of the streets of Philadelphia titled The Kensington Ave Documentary, December 30, 31st, 2022, which give an up-close look of the conditions as well as the rising homeless population in the city. It's crazy down there, y'all. Really crazy. The 25-year-old driver of a Mitsubishi that was traveling southbound on Broad Street and struck a police cruiser and crashed into the steps of the 35th District Station of Ogontz. No injuries have been reported and no arrests have been made. The Philadelphia man, 21-year-old Travis Fields, surrendered himself to police last Thursday and was charged with vehicular homicide and involuntary manslaughter, along with other pending charges. From the day of the accident, he was behind the wheel of a Nissan Rogue with 4 other passengers aboard, traveling on Frankfurt Ave around 10 a.m. When he tried to make a left turn, he lost control and slammed into 2 pedestrians waiting at a nearby bus stop, injuring an unnamed 22-year-old and 53-year-old Clarissa Harold. Teen group wanted for assaulting Fashion District employee, breaking his jaw. The employee was attacked at the height of the holiday season, and now police are asking for help. The worker was assaulted inside a guest store in the Fashion District on Market Street on December 16th, 2022. He was attacked after telling the teens they weren't allowed inside the store. NBC Philadelphia reports also a man was captured on surveillance video attempting to kidnap a barista from a drive-through window at Washington State coffee shop. He was arrested. Obituaries: we lost 8 is enough star Adam Rich, dead at 54. Rising female MMA star Victoria Lee is dead at 18 years old. Body positivity TikTok influencer They Love Sadiddy, aka Asia La Florida, has passed away due to suicide. I'm telling y'all, check on y'all strong friends. Grandma Holla of TikTok dies at 97 years old. Lisa Marie Presley passed away. The only daughter of Elvis Presley. Radio great Sonny Hopson, 85. The boss with the hot sauce, the geeter with the heater, Jerry Blavat, 82. And singer Keith Duke, beaten of Blue Magic. Man, Philadelphia was hit hard with them legends being lost. Speaking of legends, the Legends of Street Tour kicks off February 2023 with Jeezy, Rick Ross, T.I., Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, Ja Rule, Jadakiss, Cameron, Trina, with special guests P-Valley's own Juicy Fruit. Stops include NOLA, Houston, Dallas, Greensboro, and Cincinnati. Should they make a stop somewhere else? Comment below if you would like to see this lineup in your own town. Saturday and Sunday, March 4th and 5th, the Soul to Soul tour is in AC. We have this beautiful lineup: Kim, Lettucey, and special guest Music Soul Child. I am so excited about this. It's going to be at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. www.raphooks.com. Rap Hooks, a platform created by Uncle Marvin Music on IG, is where you can take courses on creating hits, branding, streaming, social media marketing, music marketing, learning how to monetize your platforms, landing placements, and major playlisting, collaborating with any artist, producer, or engineer 24/7 worldwide, and showcasing your talents to the world. Follow him and tell him Triple Fire sent you, and get started today on taking your music career to the next level. Rap Hooks works with us, not for us. And that has been our Hit It and Quit It. I told you I was a lot of them. It was a lot of them. So y'all, I told y'all this week's hot topic is hot, all right? But real quick, shout out to my sponsor, Euphoria Water, holding it down. I'm going to take a sip of my Euphoria water right now while I put that up there for y'all. I'm drinking it out of my Think Different TV stainless steel travel mug. Eating a few blueberries because it's hot topic. It's hot, y'all. Now, as y'all can see the stuff rolling down the bottom. It says Think Different TV. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And if y'all want, if y'all want to be so kind to send me a cash app, it's at Lashia Star, or y'all can Venmo me at Kaisha-Smith. Okay. I'm just saying, if y'all would be so kind, if y'all want to give. I don't care if it's $1, y'all. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. All right, let me check the comments real quick before I jump into this. Shiva, make it hot. All right, we're gonna make it hot. We're gonna make it hot. All right, let's go, and we're gonna jump into this hot topic.
I'm coming in hot.
Listen, so the past couple of weeks we did single moms. Is being made a single mom a flex. We also talked about married single moms in the single mom series. This week we talking about dating as a single parent, dating pains of single parents. And I'm telling y'all, the struggle is real, okay? Because I am one of those single parents who has a little bit of a problem dating. And there's a lot of reasons why. Listen, there's pros and cons, All right. There's pros and cons of dating as a single parent, advantages, disadvantages, whatever you want to call it. I personally don't like it because first off, you gotta find somebody to watch your child if the date so happens to fall on a day that you have your child. Now, let me give you a little bit of a background. I am in a co-parenting situation with my son's father. He has him half the week. I have him the other half of the week. I just so happen to have him on the half a week where everything be popping. I have him from Wednesday to Sunday morning. So, everything be happening Friday night, Saturday night. So, listen, if anybody trying to ask me on a date, most likely it's not going to be on one of those dates. All right. I personally like going out on Tuesdays. That's the day I had completely free. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Mondays I had the show. Sundays I'm at church. So Tuesdays is perfect, right? But everybody seem to be one like, oh, this is the thing I really, really hate. If somebody is serious about dating you, right? Forget the single parent part. Forget the having a child part. People have to be mindful of your time, right? And this is the thing that always gets me. If I give you when I'm available, stop trying to book a date with me when I'm obviously not available. It's freaking annoying. All right? Stop doing it. It's so annoying. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've had somebody call me up on a day that they know I have my son. And they'll be like, hey, would you like to go hang out? And I'm like, dude, I have my son. Like, it's not negotiable. Like, stop trying to be that person that try to get me. Oh, well, you could just get a babysitter. You could get this or you could get that. You would get this. What? And I feel like any person that does not respect your time, your schedule, and everything when you're a single parent and you're trying to make things happen for your kid, you're working, you're trying to pay bills by yourself, and then this person on top of it trying to get you to hang out with them on days that they obviously know you have your child. Or just not being respectful of your time or wanting to monopolize your time by keeping you on the phone all times of night. Like, dude, okay, I'm hanging up. Like, like I don't want to be on the phone all night. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you want to be, in my personal case, I want to be that person that is, I don't know. I want to be fun. I want to go out. I want to party. I want to, and sometimes my schedule does not permit. Does not permit. And sometimes I have to plan stuff way in advance so that I would know in my mind, like, I have to do this just so I don't plan something else on top of it. You get what I'm saying? So I found some pros and cons of of dating a single parent. All right. It was very hard to find pros and cons when you're dating as a single parent, but here we go. So pro, as we really like you, okay? As single parents, we have very limited free time. If we're choosing to share that time with you, it's because we really do like you. We don't waste our time with someone we hate or aren't interested in when we could spend it with Netflix, friends, or all alone. You know what I'm saying? Now, con, you won't be our priority. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. You won't be a single parent's first priority. You just won't. All right. That spot is always reserved for our kids. But if a single parent likes you and is making time to go out with you, you have made our list of priorities. Given how limited our time is, we wouldn't be spending our time with you if we didn't value you or your presence in our lives. Pro, we're independent, stable, and responsible. Now, I had to laugh at this a little bit because this is not entirely true. Just because somebody is a single parent don't mean that they're independent, stable, and responsible. Okay? Some people are single because they're not so stable. Okay? Right? So listen, single parents are raising little humans to eventually be adult humans. We want them to be productive, relatively well-adjusted, and normal adults. That means we need to provide them with stability as kids, and that means we have to be responsible. I'm telling you. Now, this is coming from someone who is probably stable, responsible, and independent. I know I am, but there's a lot of single parents out there, like I said, that aren't. And here's the con of this: baby mama and daddy drama. All right. This kind is one of the biggest reasons why people pull away from dating a single parent. And this includes other single parents pulling away. It seems like every single parent has never ending crazy drama with their ex, doesn't it? Some single parents don't have any drama at all. Remember that there are multiple ways to become a single parent. Remember this, including by choice, potentially with a donor who has no interest in the child, or by being widowed. All right. And if a single parent does have baby mama or baby daddy drama, it can be exhausting for us to deal with and for you to have to listen to them vent about it. Pro, you'll get home cooked meals. That's laughable. A clean house and a reliable partner. Now, I can vouch for a clean house and maybe a reliable partner, but home cooked meals, I don't know about y'all, but as a single parent, what? I'd be lucky if I could get to the stove to cook something. Okay, I just made spaghetti the other day. Spaghetti is my go-to. Any type of pasta is my go-to because I know that it cooks quick, and I know that I can get it in and get it out. And a lot of times I go to Sam's Club and get stuff already made. If y'all know the struggle and y'all know what I'm talking about, please raise your hand in the comments. Please, because when they said home cooked meals, I had to laugh because I'd be lucky if I can get any of that. All right. Now I do admit when I was with my ex-boyfriend Paul, I used to cook a lot. But then after me and him broke up, I just didn't have the will or whatever to cook anymore. I didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah. So when I cook big. All right. So there's leftovers. Can I get a witness in the comments? Because I don't know about y'all. Because Hey, what's up, Justin? Justin said hello, everyone. He hashtag TDTV. Thank you so much. So yeah, like I said, I thought that was kind of funny. But it says if you run on fast food and wish you had someone to come home to at night, a single parent might be the perfect date for you. We have to provide for our kids. 3 hots in the cot are the bare minimum we need to give our kids. And most single parents go far above and beyond since they are doing it for you. I'll tell you one thing, we got snacks. I can't guarantee the home cooked meal, honey. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But I can tell you we got snacks for days, all right? Especially if you got the food stamps. We got snacks. So the con, not enough free time for date nights. Now that's not entirely true because it depends on what kind of schedule you want. If you have a mother or father who has their children 24/7, then yeah, it's gonna be kind of difficult. But someone like me who is co-parenting and everything is going great, and I have him half a week and his dad has him half a week, I could definitely go out on a date. Just can't go on a date, Wednesday through Sunday morning, but I'm free Sunday evening and Tuesday. But anyway, single parents work a full-time job or run a business. I run a business. Help kids with homework, go to doctor's appointments, and parent-teacher conferences. Thank God that they do them on Zoom now. Cook dinner, clean the house, play with the kids. Where in all that is there time for you? Single parents are busy. There's no denying that, and our time for you is limited. But that means the time we make for you is even more meaningful. We are taking time away from our kids, from work, from paying bills, or cleaning the house to spend it with you instead. So listen. We have to move some things around, and that could be a con. Pro, plenty of free time for yourself. Listen, you might see a con in how limited our time is for dates, but on the flip side of that, is that you have ample time for yourself. No one wants a clingy partner who expects you to give them all of the time and attention, and single parents have no time or interest in being that clingy partner. We don't do clingy. At least I don't. I don't do clingy. It's just not my style. Okay. But I can see, I know there's other single parents that's in the same boat because they be so fixated on make sure their kids straight that they ain't worried about. They're not worried about being clingy to nobody. They're not following you around. They're not checking your phone. They're not doing all that crazy stuff. Why? Why? It's crazy. We're not dating just for ourselves. When a single parent dates, we are looking for something for ourselves, usually some companionship or a relationship, maybe even marriage at some point in the future. We want someone we have a lot in common with, who we like and who we enjoy spending time with. While that might be enough to build a relationship for two single people, for a single parent, it's only the beginning. Our life is not the only one affected by the choices we make. We come with kids who are a package deal. This means we might adore you and think you're amazing, but if our kids hate you, we have to think twice. Of course, there are lots of reasons the kids might hate you that are unreasonable or even silly, but we can't just ignore them. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Wait a minute. It said we're not just dating for ourselves. First of all, I don't know about y'all, but when you dating over 35, I be dating for no marriage stuff like that. I don't think I'll be doing that. I just be trying to have fun. See, it's all about people's intentions going in, and you have to know people's intentions going in. And it's very important to put your intentions on the table when you first, start dating somebody. You got to let them know what exactly is going down. All right. You got to ask those important questions. And I'm not up there like, oh, I'm dating for, my son to have. No, he got a father. I'm looking for somebody for me. So I mean, I guess, cause at this point, I wouldn't even be, if a guy says to me he really, like, I'm not gonna push him meeting my son. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not gonna push him meeting my son. It'll be probably a long time before he even meets my son. Because of the way the schedule is and when I choose to date. You feel me? So the next pro is we know what we want. That's not entirely true because some of us still don't know what the heck we want. Some people still sleeping with their baby daddies or baby mamas, so they don't know what they want. We may or may not want more kids. Yeah, that's debatable. And pro is love, affection, and richly rewarding relationships. So they're pretty much saying, they're saying in that by dating someone with kids, you're getting, I don't know, extra love and affection and relationships from the kids, but that's if you meet them. And then we won't be spending any or many nights together. Listen, you get me on a Tuesday night. Or even a late Monday night going into Tuesday, you might be able to stay. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, some of these pros and cons was kind of laughable to me. I want to jump into some videos because it was a lot of stuff that I was talking about that I kind of like. So one, I want to give y'all some examples of what it could be like dating a single parent. Sometimes it be like that, y'all. Okay, so you could be a single parent dating another single parent, and y'all schedules don't match up. Because right in that clip, she was like, I got the kids Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. And the guy was like, I got the kids Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So obviously their schedules are not going to match up. And so she was like, well, maybe a drive by, just say hi or whatever. So you know, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Here's another example. Let me see the example two. Oh, here we go.
So what do you do for a living?
I manage a daycare.
Oh, that's awesome. So that means like you like kids. You get along with them?
Not really. They annoy me, honestly.
You don't like kids.
I mean, they're okay.
You know I have a son, right?
Yeah, I do. Is that your only one?
Yeah, I just have the one, but I do want more.
Really? I don't want any.
You don't want any kids?
No, I like having my freedom.
So you don't like kids and you don't want any kids, but you chose to go on a date with me. That doesn't make sense, like, at all.
He's like, wait a minute. Why did you even agree to go on a date with me if you not interested? Which leads me to my next one. As to, you know, like pretty much don't waste.
What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. 'Cause I've had everything, but no one's listening, and that's just f***ing lonely. I'm so low.
Like, don't be wasting nobody's time. If you ain't trying to be, like, the thing is, you have to know everybody's intentions going into this. Now, the parent is not really pressed about you being a role model for their kids, then we not talk about them type. But if somebody is like really like, I want to know that this is going to be a serious thing. But matter of fact, I'm gonna just show y'all what I mean by that. Cause here we go.
For me, if I don't have an emotional connection with you and I feel like you can't be an amazing father, not just to my daughter, but to my future kids, and you don't have morals, you don't have beliefs that you stand by, that you actually stand by, because a lot of people have a lot of beliefs and things that they say, but their actions are not aligning to their beliefs and their morals. And so for me, I'm dedicated to committing to myself so deeply that I will only commit to someone who is committed to themselves so deeply and is committed to their family and their community and humanity as a whole. And because those values align to mine, those morals and those beliefs align to mine. And I think that in society, again, we're just stuck in that chasing after people who are not meant to be with you, chasing after people who don't deserve you, because we have those insecurities, we have abandonment issues, we have all of this shadow work that needs to be brought to light, but we're not dealing with it because it's so much easier to ignore it. And
I feel like she was talking in riddles, but pretty much she was saying like, I'm not gonna have people around my kids. Like, I'm not gonna date somebody that's gonna potentially be around my kids that don't have values and don't have morals and all this different stuff. So I get it. But sometimes that, like, you know what get me? Some women, the first thing that they say, it could be a put off sometimes when women, they get on these dating websites or whatever, and they're single moms and they're like, oh well, you gotta realize I'm a package deal and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. That could be a put off. Like, this one really was a put off to me.
You want my number?
I do. I do want your number.
Which number do you want? George?
George. Now, I like the way you say that, George. Well, how many numbers you got?
Oh, I got numbers coming out of my ears. For instance, 10.
10.
Yeah. That's how many months old my baby girl is.
You got a little girl?
Yeah. Yeah, sexy, huh? How about this for number 6? That's how old my other daughter is. 8 is the age of my son. 2 is how many times I've been married and divorced. 16 is the number of dollars I have in my bank account. 850-3943. That's my phone number. And with all the numbers I gave you, I'm guessing 0 is the number of times you're going to call it.
When I saw that video, I was like, well, bitch, he ain't calling you because you got kids. He calling you because you got a stank attitude. You ain't gotta run through all that. You ain't gotta do all that. Like, he just asked for your number. You giving him all this dividend. You got a whole attitude. If I was the guy, I'd be like, well, dang, you all right. I would call that number 0 times a day. Oh, well, I might call it once, maybe for a booty call, but when don't you have kids? Say, no, I'm just playing. No, but she was just doing too much. She was doing too much. Like 10 months old and 6 and 8 and 2 times is how many times I've been then you telling me you a problem. You was a whole problem. You ain't no, it ain't because you got kids. It's not because you got kids. Here we go. I'm gonna jump into something else. They was giving a lot of tips on dating as a single parent, and I'm just gonna run them back to back for you.
What's going on, beautiful people? Here are 3 tips for dating as a single parent. Let's go. Number 1, realize that you're not just forming a relationship, you're creating a family. So you're not dating for recreational uses, you're dating for substance. Number 2, don't just bring home anyone. Your kids should never be introduced to anyone you're not serious about. And number 3, find peace and balance in your love life and in your dating life. And if you find love and you fall in love, don't abandon your kids by spending all your free time with your new love. Find peace and find balance.
So you're a single parent trying to date? It gets a little tough, right? I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to keep it going smoothly. The first one is, how about dating on your lunch? 1, that keeps it short so that it doesn't get too involved. And 2, it keeps you from having to take time away from your kids. Number 2, don't discuss your single parent woes with them. Don't let them see you sweat. It's too soon. Number 3, stay authentic. Don't try to impress them with anything other than being honest. Number 4, don't talk negative about your ex. People that talk negatively about their ex shows something about them, and it's not good. Because they may be high-fiving you on that date, but I'm sure that they're looking at you sideways behind your back. Number 5, don't drink on the first few dates. Stay sober-minded so that you can see clearly. Number 6, don't be mom and dad on the date. Be woman or man on the date. Don't talk about your child too much. They need to make sure that they can deal with you and not the whole family. I know it's a package deal. Don't get twisted. Number 7, don't go on the date trying to get a step parent for your kids. Just have fun, one date at a time. Number 8, don't agree to any in-person dates until you've figured out who they are at least a little bit over the phone. Number 9, don't infuse your children in too soon. Make sure that this person shows a sign of investment with you first before you start allowing them to invest into your children. Lastly, number 10, don't spend too much time away from your children. This will show them that you may not be a great mom or dad. It also shows them that you're more involved in trying to find a mate than you are in being a parent. Not a good look.
My top 3 rules for dating as a single parent that have protected my peace and my child's well-being. 1. Never bring flings home when my child is home. 2. No partner is allowed around my child until we've been dating for 6 months at least. 3. Establishing and sticking to boundaries that are made clear early on.
Hey girl, I want to talk about what you can do to date successfully as a single mom. And even if you aren't a single mom, there are probably going to be some gems in here that are going to really help you thrive in dating. Okay, my first actual point is that I want you to actually get out of your masculine energy. You're so used to actually taking control and doing everything for everyone else that receiving and allowing and accepting help from other people is going to feel foreign and wrong, but your future guy is going to want to do that. So you have to actually get used to doing that. So you're going to have to step away from the masculine energy. The second thing that I want for you is I actually want you to find the little girl inside. You know what? You've been hella responsible for so long. I want you to actually have fun, let your hair down, and have a good time. And I'm not talking about getting plastered at a club. I'm talking about finding those things that are inherently amazing and light you up. And if you don't have any idea what that is, I want you to go back to the ages of between 8 and 12. Those things that you love there, I want you to pick up and start doing again, okay? The other thing that I want you to get rid of is this mindset that like, oh, nobody's gonna want me because I'm a single parent. Girl, you being a single parent is one of the better filters that you can have while dating, because the men that are gonna wanna be with you and engage with you and lean into you are the men that are actually more family oriented. Yeah, so you understand that your current family structure is one of the best filters that you can have in dating. The other thing that I wanna offer to you when you're thinking about dating as a single woman is, I don't want your kids to be the excuse about why you are or are not dating. So for example, sometimes people will say, oh, I want to date because I want to find a father for my kids. Wrongo dongo, as my mom would say. Or, oh, I can't date right now because of my kids. Excuses, one way or another. Dating is about you and what you want and what you need. And ultimately, your kids are going to want you to be as happy as possible. And if dating is going to do that for you, I want you to do that. Okay. And while you are dating, girl, first of all, you're going to need a babysitter's club. You're going to need a family member, a friend, and an actual babysitter that you're going to pay so that you can have a triad of people that can look after your kiddos if they are of younger age, so that you can get your date on. And then finally, girl, don't be talking about being a mama while you're on a date. He is dating you as a woman, not you as a mother. So take that mother hat off while you are dating and put that woman hat on. I hope any of this resonates with you. And if you have any other tips or have any questions, please comment below. And girl, you know we'll work it out. Have fun dating, y'all.
Listen, y'all, single parents bring unique perspectives, priorities, and life experiences to the table. And that can make them great partners. They're often capable, smart, flexible, and know what they're looking for in a relationship. Here's what you need to know before dating a single mom or parent, and how to take your relationship to the next level without getting overly involved too soon. Recognize that it's different. When dating a single parent, it's important that you adjust your expectations. All right. When you're dating a single parent, this isn't oh, I'm jumping ahead of the game. Yeah, in other relationships, you may have been able to gauge a person's feelings by how much time and energy they put into the relationship. Now, when you're dating a single parent, this isn't necessarily the case. They may not have the time to see you as often as you both like. Single parents' time is limited, and much of their energy goes toward taking care of the kids. You need to look for other expressions of their feelings for you. Except that their children are their first priority. Of course, you have to always realize that. Take it slow. Don't try to be too much too soon to either your potential partner or to their children. I always see as a red flag when the person that you're dating wants to meet your kids all super fast, or they want, or can I be your baby stepdaddy? Like, ew, like stop. It's a turn off. If you're not sure how involved you want to be with the kids, be open and honest about that. At the same time, it's important that you don't begin to take on a role that you can't maintain for the long haul. Follow the parents' lead when it comes to your relationship with the kids. All right. Be honest and upfront. Are you looking to hook up? You're interested in a long-term partner? Is marriage a possibility? Do you see yourself co-raising the kids? Most single parents want to know what type of commitment you're looking for from them and how much you're willing to commit in return. Whatever the case, it's best to be honest and communicative as you start dating. That actually brings me to this this video that I found is actually very interesting.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. Getting to know you, putting it my way, but nicely. You are precisely.
See, it's crazy because it's not just single moms that have those type of questions. It's single fathers too. Like, what do you want this to be? You know, and I know, like, sometimes when you ask people that, sometimes they get on the defensive, like, what you mean, what you want this to be? Like, you know, we're just supposed to be hanging out and this and the third. But you got to realize from their point of view, you know, they just want to know, is this going to be a waste of my time? Like, what are you looking to do? You know, a lot of people want to know where they stand with the person before they get too deeply involved with the person, especially if they like you. And really, that's the only time they will really ask, is if they really are interested in you and they want to know that they're not wasting their time, putting all their investing their time and energy into you, and you're not really, you know, interested in them. This goes not just for single parents, but just in, you know, relationships and date in general, you know. So be honest and upfront and communicate with everything. Offer emotional support. All right. Be trustworthy. Don't be a liar. Stay flexible. Now, here's the thing. Like, we're not asking you to compromise yourself. We're not asking you to compromise yourself. You know, when we say stay flexible, just know, like, if you got a set schedule and I got a set schedule and those schedules don't mesh, then maybe this might not be the relationship that should try to start. You get what I'm saying? If you really like the person, you will make adjustments necessary. But other than that, don't waste your time. Don't discipline the children. Don't say nothing to my son. Who are you? You ain't nobody. He got a daddy. Don't pass judgment. Don't pass judgment about my parenting choices, or, you know, or scrutinizing all that different stuff. And that's pretty much all the different things. They say there's 5 reasons why it's hard for single moms to get a date. Age ain't nothing but a number. Wrong. You know, some women, they like, maybe I should date a younger guy because he's not going to be so serious about, you know, going to the next step. And I'm not really trying to do all that. Or, oh, let me date somebody a little bit older. Like, don't be worried about all that. Don't be worried about all that. Interests and priorities. You know, sometimes you got to be very secure in what your interests and your priorities are. And you got to be able to communicate that to whoever you're dating. And some people don't do that. They don't know what the heck they like. They don't know. And there's some single parents out there that don't see their kids as a priority. You know, opportunity is scarce. All right. Unrealistic expectations. Sometimes people single parents do have that, because they want, if they really like you and they spend a lot of time with you, they like, okay, are we going to the next level? Are we going to get married? Blah, blah, blah. All of the things above. Me, I like to play it cool because it ain't that serious. You know, like, you just having fun. You just having fun. Like I said, my son has a dad. I'm not in a rush to, you know, get my son a daddy. Now, do I want to get married? Yeah, it's a possibility. But right now, I'm just having fun. It could be you. It could be you. The reason why you are sucking at dating, it could be you. Sometimes you, like that girl, she had a nasty attitude. I can see why people wouldn't want to date her. You got a nasty attitude, ain't nobody gonna want to date you. So it could be you and your funky attitude. Oh, he don't want to date me because I got kids. As soon as he found out I got kids, man, he want to be like, no, how did you tell him you had kids? Was you snotty about it? Like, this is a package deal, and you need to be. Dudes gonna be turned all the way off, especially if they don't got no kids themselves. They're gonna be all the way turned off. And dudes that got kids, they be like, "Boo, it ain't nothing. You got kids, I got kids. So what you trying to say?" So anyway, there are 15 things that should not be said by someone dating a single parent. I'm sorry, y'all got touch on my lipstick. Oh, this lip color is My Blackberry Broke. What? That's what it's called. My Blackberry Broke. Oh, my Blackberry broke. Like my phone, my Blackberry. Oh gosh. I don't know why I got no Blackberry no more. Yeah, this is from Wet and Wild. Wet and Wild. Tell you the best $3 I ever spent. I love plummy colors. I love plummy colors. Okay, so here are the 15 things you should not say. You look great for a mom. Don't ask to come over when her kid is asleep. Just don't. That's great. Your mom lives in town, so you can leave the kids with her on weekends. What? I am really loving this time of my life since my kids went away to college. Wow, you look good considering you had 2 kids. Wow, burn. Kids need a man in the house. What you mean? You had a C-section? That's awesome. You don't even have stretch marks. What? Who is coming up with this list? Your ex-husband lives in the neighborhood. Is his place near here? Do you ever run into him? Does he hate that you date? Has he ever beat up your boyfriends? Have your kids met any of the men you dated? How did they react? Did they resent him? Oh my gosh. Major red flag. I'm like, flag, penalty. Did you get the tubes tied? How much child support do you get? Why the hell you want to know how much child support I get? That ain't your business. That is not your business. When guys marry single moms and their daughters grow into teenagers, I don't know how they can control themselves. Whoa. Number 12 is definitely predatory behavior. Cut them all the way off. Change your number. Ghost the hell out of him. My ex has a lot of issues, so I really want to get married so my daughter has a new mom. Oh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this next one, I didn't even read these joints. I just put them in there. I just copy and pasted it. Oh my God. Do you masturbate while your kids are home? What the hell? Not a lot of guys are interested in women with kids, and that was number 15. Lord, what? What? Oh my gosh. Here's a guy saying the advantages of dating a single father.
Down home, homegrown, found on good ground, son. You're a drive real slow down an old lane road to a house on a hill where the wild things grow. You'll wake up in pajamas, not a trace of makeup on you. You're a helping fix it, having breakfast with my mama. You're a take back home, 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 girl.
So he pointed out some really key things. They do laundry, how to fold clothes. But I think he talked about him personally. He talked about him personally, okay? So if y'all saw his TikTok tag, maybe y'all can hit him up if y'all want to date somebody that do all this stuff. But that don't go for everybody, y'all. That don't go for everybody. Now I think this next dude, he just hates single moms or.
I don't encourage guys to take single mothers serious on a commitment level, on an exclusivity level, because baby daddy is always in them guts. Baby daddy is always on her mind. But you just a cleanup man. Kid ain't yours no way.
Yo, I be wondering, like, who hurt his feelings? Like, who broke his heart? Because that's not the only video he done put up talk about that same thing. Like, why does he keep, he always talk about, oh, the baby daddy always in them guts. I'm like, are you the baby daddy? Are you the one? Are you trying to warn men to stay away from your baby mom? Because you always gonna be in the picture. Like, who hurt your feelings, honey? Lord, have mercy. All right, here's another one.
You single moms, recreational use only. Protect yourself and your wallet.
If you're not man enough to handle a single mom, man, just come out and say it. This guy makes 3 points of why you shouldn't date a single mom. Number 1, that single mom's first priority will always be her child and not you. Number 2, you cannot completely control this child because it is not your child. Number 3, you are somewhat financially tied to this child and she can take this child away at any point because it is not yours. All to which I say, no fucking shit. That child should be her first priority. Listen, if you're so selfish, you can't understand that raising a human being is more important than coddling your fragile male ego, get the fuck out the chat, buddy. The single moms don't want you anyways. They want a man, not a boy. Someone that understands that they will not always come first. Someone that understands the financial strains of raising a child. And guess what? Real men, we get it. You boys out here posing as men, frankly, ain't nobody got time for your little dick energy.
Straight like that. Straight like that. He gave it to him raw and unfiltered, uncut. All right. Now, there are some myths that come with, and I'm just going to run these back to back.
A person who is single with children, they can find themselves feeling less valuable in the dating world because they have kids, and they consider and there's this term where it's like kids are labeled as baggage. You're coming into the relationship with baggage. It brings a negative emotion and a negative feeling about yourself and your situation. When you look at it differently, it can bring a whole set of different emotions onto how you see yourself. Rather than seeing yourself as baggage, seeing yourself as someone who has an opportunity for someone else to meet them and their most valuable possessions.
So dating a single parent in 2023. Let's address a couple things. First thing is that not all of us are broke. Second thing is that not all of us are looking for a mother or father to replace our children. Third thing is that not all of us have time to validate your insecurities and to kiss your ass and to make you feel special. Next, stop acting like we don't have time to date. We can do all the things that everybody else can do. We just have a schedule. Going into the conversation, you knew that we had kids. No, you cannot go to her house, bro. Sorry, sis. It doesn't mean that because I haven't invited you over that I got a woman. I'm not married. I'm a single dad that goes home and cooks every day. Trying to guilt trip us into giving you more time only makes things more stressful. And FYI, not all kids are bad. Respectfully, understand that single parents have to protect their children first. Emotionally, mentally, and physically. When we get hurt, they feel and sense that. Which means that we don't typically rush into things as quick. We are a little bit more cautious. So are you ready to love not only us, but our children as well? If you don't respect or understand any of these things, don't date a single parent.
But in closing, y'all, I just want to say, let me jump to the comments real quick. We got Try in the building. We got Molly Ma in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Wait a minute. Try said, what's up, Lashia Trevo? He said, salute to the chat. What's up? What's up? And Will's in the building. And Will is in the building. He's actually backstage. He's one of my special guests tonight. And Brittany is also backstage. So I'm super excited. I'm about to bring these two up very soon. Molly Moss said that's just freaky. I don't know what he was responding to, but I think he was talking about the hit it and quit it. Yeah. So guys, in closing, I just want to say, single parents, don't be afraid to go out there and date. And people, don't be afraid to date single parents. If you think about it, it's more single parents out there than, just single people. So eventually you're going to come across someone that you're dating that has kids already. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of them. And the real reason why I say that parents should not be afraid to date is because a lot of parents use excuses like, oh, I don't want to date anybody because I'm still looking for that person that's gonna be around I don't want just anybody around my kids, or I don't want my kids to feel some type of way, or I got so many things. But you gotta remember that you're a man. You gotta remember that you're a woman. All right. When your kids are grown up and out the house and doing their own thing and off having kids of your own, do you really want to be alone? Do you really want to sit up there and be like, dang, I really wasted my life? Well, not wasted, but I used my life and dedicated my life solely to my children and not finding anything for myself. Not saying be selfish. Don't be selfish. Don't be up there just caring about your wants and your needs. But you have to realize also that once your kids' needs and wants are met and they're grown enough to go and meet their needs and wants on their own, you are back at square one. So who are you as a person at the end of the day? Who are you? I don't want to just be known as, like, I love when people say, hey, that's Wise's mom. But do I want to just be Wise's mom for my whole life? No, because I was Kaisha first. I was Lashia first. So I want people who are single parents out there that's dating just to realize that it's okay to go out there and date and dip your toe in the waters. You get what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, I just can't because your kids are going to be fine. If you did everything you're supposed to do as a parent to provide for them and care for them and be there for them, they're not going to be upset to see mom or dad happy with someone that truly makes them happy, and they can go out and be, one with. They want to see their mom and dad be happy. And any child that doesn't want to see their mother or father happy, and I'm talking about adult children, because younger kids, they really, if they at a point where they just like, they don't want to see you happy, then you probably got some narcissistic children. And that's another whole other thing that you need to address. But just realize it's okay. It's okay. I actually have a video, and I'm going to close the segment with this. But I want to thank you guys for listening tonight, and I hope this info has helped someone. I'm going to play this video to conclude my hot topic.
I've had women in my comments say, you know what, I wouldn't want my children to have to meet another man or to feel uncomfortable, so this is why I'm staying single. And I feel like it benefits the child if the child sees a healthy, loving relationship.
Absolutely.
So if that child can see mummy with another man, if it can't be the father of your child, hopefully it is, but if it can't, with another man, and sees mummy is happy, look at mummy in love, that child is going to learn what a healthy relationship looks like.
Absolutely.
If your child has if your child has only ever seen what the relationship between mummy and daddy looks like, and you know that relationship hasn't been healthy, it's actually been quite toxic, you've argued a lot, that is the impression your child is getting as they grow as to what a relationship should look like. And therefore they will seek and probably stay in relationships like that.
I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot.
So I just want to shout out my sponsor real quick. Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals. It is good and good for you. If you're gonna hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. All right, that's our sponsor. I'm going to take a sip of my Euphoria Water. I'm going to switch over to my other ticker. Mm. I'm sipping it out of my Think Different TV travel mug. Stainless steel, by the way. Keeps it nice and cold. And if you got something hot in there, it keeps it nice and hot. It's amazing. But we're going to switch over. As you can see, my scroll is saying special guest M. Will. This is my bro, y'all. This is like we go back before Wise was born. And Wise is 7. So that just tells you how long we're friends for over 7 years. Is that crazy or what? Time is flying by. I remember when his wife was pregnant with their third child, with their second daughter. And shout out to his daughter, whose birthday is tomorrow. His second daughter, her birthday is tomorrow, like mine is. Shout out to her. Yes. But he is a songwriter, producer, engineer, several singles released, as well as 2 albums for the Love of Love songs and Topic of Discussion. And speaking of discussion, we're going to have a real quick music discussion about independent artists being scammed. So let me go backstage and grab him. He's been waiting ever so patiently. Going to bring him into the fold. Hello, my brother. How are you?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
All right, great. I don't know if I have to put headphones on. What's up, everybody? Think Different TV. What's happening?
I see you got the kids. You already, you got the kids there with you and everything.
Yeah, they chilling. They
chilling.
I had a long day, so y'all excuse me. I'm usually in a better backdrop. I just need to relax.
I know that's right. Is my birthday twin there?
Yeah, she upstairs. I'm actually going to send you the pictures we just took. Amazing pictures. You know Gina nice with the camera now.
Oh man. She can take my photos. She can take my photos for my birthday.
Listen, I've been trying to get her to get this business going with these photos and videos because she got an eye for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know it's gonna be a discount on my music videos.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Gonna be a discount on my music videos once we start that up. But yeah.
So real quick, guys, y'all see the ticker moving down at the bottom. If you want to follow, well, matter of fact, y'all need to follow.
Nice.
And Will.
That is dope.
Yeah, right? See how good that? You can find him on IG and YouTube at Will Music Soul. That's MWILLMUSICSOUL. He brought up a very interesting topic, and I said, bro, I gotta have you on the show. I need you to talk about this in a little bit more detail and give the people. I'm going to actually give you the floor so that you can do what you do. And I'm going to step away for a moment. Okay. All right. There we go.
What's up, y'all? Okay. So this is for all my fellow artists. All right. All my fellow artists, they came in full force. First thing. When I say first thing, January 1st, okay? They were in my email, okay? They were in my inbox talking about hey, we want to sign you as an artist, okay? Very first thing. Now, I'm like, listen, it's January 1st. Ain't no way any A&Rs or anything do anything like that right at this moment. They party, right? But whatever. Okay, I'm thinking that, give them the benefit of the doubt like I usually try to do. But there are four things, and I've had people try me over the years, and there are four things that some people still don't know. One of the four, okay, that if you're an artist or if you're in any type of entertainment, okay, that you want to look for when being contacted by these people to further your career, whether you're an actor. I want to assume it would be obviously it's music, but I also want to assume it'll be along the lines of maybe acting as well, right? But generally music. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you Google these people. If they say, "Hey, my name is such and such, and I represent this company, or I'm from this company, or whatever," head right onto Google. Okay, they will at the very least be on Google, I want to assume, or they have some type of social media somewhere, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, something. Okay, you should be able to find them. Okay, um, somewhere. Okay, now if they're being represented by a big company like a Sony or Universal, then that's public record. Okay, they're a business entity. That's public record. You should be able to go onto their website and you should be able to look to see if this is a real person. They will have them on their website. Or if they're a smaller entity, and there are smaller entities that are out there that have, a couple of dollars to spend on a smaller scale. You want to see if they have some type of online presence somewhere. They may not be Googleable, but they'll have an online presence somewhere. You need to be able to find them. If you can't find them, then you just need to leave that conversation alone altogether because they're catfishing you some way, shape, or form. The second thing that you want to look out for is you want to see if they can articulate what it is that they're trying to get to in a relatively professional manner. They don't have to use the biggest words or whatever, but you want to at least get a sense that they know how to articulate what they're talking about in a way that you can understand. Okay? And that should also be written as well. And I'm very big on punctuation, right? My wife will tell you. So if the period is not in the right place that it's supposed to be, I have a little bit of a problem with it, right? So as a business person, I expect you to be able to dot your I's and cross your T's correctly. If you're sending me an email that seems like you just threw a script together and paid no regard to that whatsoever, then I'm probably going to call your bluff and I'm probably going to have red flags in my head just from that alone. Okay, so even if you are a real person, even if I can find you, but if I see that you can't articulate and you can't put sentences together, being in that kind of position of trying to help somebody out, then I'm most likely, I most likely won't want to have anything to do with you. The third thing that you want to look out for is how they contact you. Now, of course, we're in a digital age, and of course, everybody is on social media. That's how they're finding talent now. It's on social media, right? So, again, if you're talking about a smaller entity, because we have people that do stuff on their own now, people putting out movies, we're putting out albums all on our own. We're not usually the only thing that a bigger entity can do for you is really offer the budget to kind of get it put out on a broader scale. But anybody can put together a movie, anybody can put together an album, anybody can put together a song, anybody can put together a video now and put it out there, right? So a smaller entity, and I know myself, I still have Gmail because I'm a smaller entity. I have Gmail, right? But you can look me up almost anywhere and see that I'm a real person. And you'll probably be able to get in contact with me because I don't have like a whole lot going on, as a smaller entity. Whereas a bigger entity, okay, they're not going to have a Gmail. You want to pay very close attention to that. Depends on who you're being contacted by. If you're being contacted by a bigger entity, okay, who's representing a bigger entity, they're not going to have a Gmail. Okay, you want to look out for that too. So if they're saying that they're such and such and such, and you see that they're representing a bigger company and they're employed by a bigger company, okay, that company should be reflected in their Gmail. So for example, my name is Maria Sanchez. I am an A&R from Universal Music. Okay, It should say something along the lines of Maria Sanchez at universal.com. It shouldn't say Maria Sanchez Universal Management at gmail.com. Should not say that. Okay. Even me, when I worked for the city, I used to work for the city of Philadelphia. And when I had, and the city of Philadelphia is a huge entity. The email they gave me was my name at phila.gov. That's how it's supposed to look when you're represented by an actual entity. Okay, once again, if you're just a small entity, then Gmail is very possible, yes. If they're a bigger entity, okay, then they have to have the business email that reflects the company that they're with. And once again, that comes from my first point of you checking to make sure these people are real people. Once you confirm that they're a real person, then you'll know to look for that kind of stuff or what kind of real person they are. So if they say that they're representing a big company, you've done your due diligence. Now you want to see that the email matches what they're saying. Okay, if they're not a big company, then a Gmail can suffice. Okay, but the very last thing that you want, the very last thing that you want to look out for, and this is the most important thing that you want to look out for, is make sure you don't come out of pocket for anything. Nothing. Okay? There should be no fees involved. Every single person that gets put on in some way, shape, or form, they were put on. Okay, now granted, yes, there's a tab, but that's a whole different conversation, right? There is a tab, okay? That's a whole different conversation. But to come out of pocket for whatever they're trying to get you to do with them or in cahoots with them, it shouldn't be anything coming out of your pocket but to go ahead and get with them however they're going to get you to get with them, okay? It should be part of their budget, okay? It don't take nothing for a bigger entity to put you on a bus, plane, or train. Bottom line, okay? Wherever you got to get to do what it is you got to do, they'll make sure you get there. You just pack your bags and you find out where you got to go. That's it. If they're asking you or they say, okay, hey, listen, and I've seen it all. I've seen, okay, so we need you to send the music so we can listen with the rest of the team. We need you to submit the music as well as fill out this form and get us a $100 processing fee and all that stuff. No, absolutely not. It's not how that works. Okay. And we're in the information age, y'all. If y'all don't believe me, there are a ton. Your favorite musician, one of them, okay, one of them. And we're in the era of podcasting, okay? Your favorite musician has probably spoken on this in one way, shape, or form, okay? Maybe they were telling their story about how they got put on, or maybe they were telling their story about how things didn't work out with somebody, or whatever the case may be. But the information is there, okay, for you to find out this stuff from the people that are in the field that you're being contacted about. Okay, but in this case, particularly music. Okay, it's a ton of people that say the same thing. Hey, yeah, I was just watching an Ari Lennox interview. Okay, and such a sweet soul, and she was like, yeah, I was working at whatever company and so on and so forth, and she just dropped it, and it was like nothing, but she doesn't even realize how good that information was. But she's like, yeah, somebody caught wind of my talents. They made a phone call. That person called me back. I didn't believe it. They said, hey, I want to fly you out. It's literally that simple. And it's literally how that should go down every single time. And she just went ahead and said in the interview real casual, okay? Because that's how it's supposed to go. When they want you, they'll get you out there. Ain't no processing fees involved. So even if you get through 1, 2, and 3, even if you get through the part of where you confirm is a real person, even when you get to the part where, okay, the dialogue seems to be up to par, and even when you get to the part where the contact information seems to be up to par, the most important thing you want to make sure is, because those people, they can go and get all that stuff done, okay? But the minute that they start talking numbers and you come out of pocket, scam. Bottom line, scam.
So, and well, I appreciate you for coming on here and giving us the tips. I know you had it up on IG for a little bit, and I was like, yo, I need them tips on the show. So I want you to I'm glad you were here to give us this TDTV exclusive real quick so people can know.
I forgot to take it down. I said, you know what, at this point, whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Because if y'all want to get a recap of what he just said, you can always watch the replay
Yeah.
of Think Different TV. But also go on IG and YouTube and follow M. Will Music Soul. He also has a TikTok. Follow him on TikTok as well. Especially TikTok. That's where he be dropping all the gems. Is it the same as M. Will Music Soul on there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Everything
M. Will Music Soul all the way around. You can go TikTok, IG, YouTube. But like I said, IG is for and sometimes IG is like it's just the surface. It's the surface, right? And then YouTube is all his music and everything, exclusive interviews and his performances. And then you have TikTok where he be dropping gems because he's been in the business for so long, and it's always refreshing to get that type of this is information that people charge for. He's giving y'all the sauce for free. So make sure y'all go and follow him on IG, subscribe to his YouTube channel, follow him on TikTok, check him out on Thumbtack.
Right. Wherever y'all want to go, I'm probably there.
Book him for gigs because he's ready to go.
Yep.
You know, his youngest is pretty much, raising himself, so he good to go. He ready to get back out there, do some shows. Regina like, I'm ready to have him performing again so she can take some shots and I'm not shots, but some flicks, maybe a few shots, but
that's the plan.
That's the plan. But I appreciate you, bro, for jumping on tonight and just giving everybody those tips.
I like this. I like this whole this is good. This is good. All right, sis, I'm gonna get out of here.
Right?
You take care.
You too. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Later.
All right, y'all. So that was our music discussion for tonight. He was just dropping some jewels on y'all. We don't want nobody to get scammed out in these streets. It get crazy out there. I'm gonna switch the banner real quick because I got another special guest coming on here real quick. Listen, y'all. This young lady, I am super excited. She's been waiting ever so patiently backstage. She is the owner. Get this, owner. I love it. Of You Are Wellness Massage and Bryant Consult. We were in the trenches together, providing wellness for clients at Hand and Stone. And now we are both licensed to provide families with a financial foundation that is income protection. And I love her mission statement for her business, providing services from the womb to the tomb. I want y'all to please give a TDTV welcome to Brittany Bryant. Hello, how are you?
Hello. So first of all, I'm gonna conjure up as much energy as I have to give to you right now because if you can't tell, I'm like so tired. But I do have my euphoria water right here.
I know that's right.
Keeping me hydrated. So I'm gonna pull through for you, okay? I'm gonna pull through for you. So let me take a sip.
Go ahead, take that sip, honey.
And let's just, let's have it. So thank you so much for having me. I completely enjoyed tonight's show. It's absolutely amazing. Like the topics that you're bringing to the attention is so necessary because so many people are single parents, navigating the dating world as a single person, period, is very controversial, very challenging. But especially, I can imagine I'm a single person just by myself, so I couldn't imagine doing it with children because it would make that process so much more serious. It's already something that I don't even play with, but it would just make it so much more. It would just add layers to it. So I appreciate you for bringing some light to that topic and just everything that you do. Happy birthday. I'm so happy for you. You look so beautiful. You look so
Thank
good.
you.
So, I hope you have an amazing year ahead. And, we continue to just build and grow and just, really evolve. She said, she told y'all, she said, we've been in the trenches together. That's like an understatement, okay?
Yeah,
And you said
oh my goodness.
that's an understatement. We were at Hand and Stone, but we were at Express 5 before that.
Yeah, that too.
We was at
Oh man,
Express
I
5.
forgot about Express
So,
Bus. Cause it ain't even there no more, girl. It ain't even there no more. That's why I be forgetting Express Bus sometimes.
well, that's a different conversation. But if I'm not mistaken, they just came back this past January, or they're in the process of opening up B terminal in the Philadelphia International Airport. So if you know, you know. Shout out to the whole squad, shout out to the whole team, everybody who was growing and evolving with us during that era.
Exactly, right?
During that era. But yes.
Did you renew yet?
Huh?
Did you renew yet?
No, I didn't renew, girl. That's a whole different.
We both got renewed.
That's a whole different conversation. But
let's talk about. You got your massage license, but let's talk about that life insurance license that you just got in December, honey. You passed that test. Yes, and now you are newly licensed in the state of Pennsylvania. I know it won't be too long before you are licensed in Jersey and North Carolina and all these different places, because you done passed the test already. Now all you gotta do is pay for them licenses and you right on board, right? Mm-hmm. So I want you to talk about, because I brought her on here for a very serious discussion, y'all. Like, we've had so many young people lose their lives in 2022. We've had so many. I mean, I just talked about in the Hidden and Quitted. Some young guys got shot. They just got back from shopping and they got shot and killed, and it's just getting crazy out in these streets. But we want to use. We're not exploiting their deaths for this conversation. What we're doing is just bringing awareness to the fact that no one knows their death date. No one knows when it will be their time that they're no longer on this earth. And it's so sad that it's happening more often in the city of Philadelphia. That it's so sad that they call Philadelphia Philadelphia, because on top of people just dying naturally, you got people getting killed and all these different things. But what we do, and what Brittany definitely does, and like I said, I love that phrase, providing services from the womb to the tomb, because she provides prenatal massage. She provides so many different things in the realm of healing, that it was only natural for her to take on that task of going and seeing it all the way through.
Yes.
All right. So what I want to do is I just want to give you the floor, because I want you to talk about why income protection is important to you and why you chose this new found path in your life. I mean, you could throw in there that I threw a little bug in your ear a few times. I kept saying, "Go get that license. Go get that license."
Listen, I'll go through the journey with y'all. I'm gonna be very transparent, okay? And I'm gonna do it as quick as possible, because nothing is by mistake, okay? So just a little bit of a history about me. I am a birth doula. I'm a massage therapist, a nail technician. I'm a PA life agent as of right now, and growing and evolving. And I am also an ordained minister. Now, you might think, what does all of these things have to, like, how are they related? But it's all related. Like I said, universal restoration wellness, my goal and my mission is to provide services from the womb to the tomb, reminding each and every one of us to love ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. So just a little bit of history about how I even got to this journey of being a massage therapist and all these things. It goes back to 2003. 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. So it goes back to 2003. Let's take it back 20 years ago. 20 years ago on New Year's Day, unfortunately, my father transitioned. He ascended, and he had to go on to his journey elsewhere. I was 9 years old at the time. I didn't know anything about anything. I was a child, and I was just observing what my mom ultimately had to deal with. So she had to bury her husband while still having to take care of 4 children, all of them under the age of 10 years old, her youngest being one about to turn 2, and 2 of them who had cerebral palsy. So I had to observe her deal with this situation that was very much so affecting all of us. But on top of that, not only did she have to bury her husband, a month after she had to bury her husband, her father was found in North Philadelphia with his organs surgically removed and his body abandoned in North Philadelphia. So back to back, we were getting hit with trauma on top of trauma. But we continued to move forward. And, by the grace of God, we were able to, grow and evolve and make it through those situations. But unfortunately, my dad did not have life insurance, and neither did my grandfather. Now, let's fast forward a couple years later, 2010. Unfortunately, my brother, my oldest brother, who had cerebral palsy, he was away at camp, and it was time for him to go. God called him home. We don't know when our expiration date is going to be. My dad, he just so happened to be 36 years old. 36 years old when he had passed away. My grandpa, I believe he was about 52 when he was killed. My brother was 18 when my mom had to bury him. And again, I just thank God. I really just thank God that I am a testimony that, you need to be protected, because you never know when or how life is going to happen. Now, thank God my brother absolutely did have life insurance, but it wasn't my mom who took that responsibility to make sure that he was covered. He just so happened to be a Boy Scout, and by him being a Boy Scout, he had a life policy. So that's how we were able to bury him. But in the event that wasn't the case, then we would have been in a financial situation just trying to figure out how to bury him. Okay, fast forward to 2018. I'm living my life, happy, planning a wedding. Next thing I know, my fiance is killed in a motorcycle accident, and now I have to plan his funeral. And this is the first time, as many times as I've dealt with deaths, this was the first time that I had to firsthand deal with every aspect of it, financially, every single aspect of it. And I'm gonna let y'all know right here, right now, like, this conversation is very, very important, because the last thing that you want to do when you are going through a traumatic event such as death, the last thing that you really want to be worried about is money. Money. That's the problem. That's why we all are stressed out, tired, just like all over the place because of money. But if a problem can be solved by money, then it's not a problem. But the problem is we aren't financially literate enough, and we don't prepare. Preparation is key. We have to prepare. So, thank God that situation, God, again, I just thank God. I just give all praises to Allah, because if it is only by the grace and mercy of God that everything was able to, ultimately work itself out. But he was 25 years old. Listen to these ages, y'all. 20, 36, 52, 18, 25. These were young people. Young people. We never know when our expiration date is. We never know when God is going to call us home. Unfortunately, this past year, there's so many killings like in Philadelphia. And there's more stuff that I can mention, but this past year, I had lost a little cousin of mine due to gun violence. And when it came time to really have the funeral, there was nothing, and we have to get out of that system. We cannot be having fish fries and fundraisers and different things to bury our people. Like, no, we need to be preparing, because death can come to us at any given time. And it's like, kids die, and I know it's a harsh reality, but we just have to really prepare. It's not about being sad or anything like that. The only thing that's guaranteed to us in this life is death. So because we know that, we need to really, take a little bit more accountability and responsibility in the preparation that we have in our livelihoods here. Shout out to PNB Rock and his whole entire family. My condolences. But recently, the video of his child's mother has been going viral, and she was just saying, like, no, he didn't have life insurance because we're really young and we weren't preparing for death. Well, I'm here to let you know, in life, you have to prepare. And the only thing that's guaranteed to us is death. So if you don't want your loved ones to be worried and stressed even more about you not being here anymore, then do your best to put them in the best position possible. You make sure that you understand what assets that you have, what liabilities you need to get rid of, and how everything is going to fall onto their plate and how they're going to be able to manage them. That's the best thing that you can do for your family. I seen an article somewhere where it was like, somebody was mentioning how their mom had passed away, and they now was left with like all of these responsibilities, and they really had no idea of what to do. But guess what mom did? Because she was a real one. Guess what mom did? Mom left a video instruction, boop, 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 and what to do. So they didn't have to think, they didn't have to wonder. She made sure that they were straight. And that's the best gift that you can give to your family, is making sure that they're okay. Like, I don't know about y'all, but my family is my most important business. And because that is my most important business, I have to make sure that I am doing whatever it is that's necessary to make sure that they're okay. And that's the first step in making sure that they're okay is gaining financial literacy, understanding what these financial things are that are available to us, from trust, the 401ks, to life insurance, understanding why they're there, how to use them, and how to best utilize them for our well-being. Y'all, nobody is coming to save you. The time is now. Our children are dying. Like, and if more young people, more Black people was insured, then maybe these life insurance companies might stand up and be like, ho, y'all need to do something about all this killing, because then they're gonna have to start paying out. Like, money talk and bullcrap walk. I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. If y'all want to connect with me, please follow me. Y'all stay connected, because I bring the energy.
I got you. I got you. Listen, because she said a whole bunch of, she was dropping jewels on y'all, and I thank you so much for sharing your personal story with us and being very transparent and embarking on my 36th year of life myself. I know how young your dad was when he passed, so my condolences to you and your family and everything that you went through. And I remember, when we was at work and you got that call. You get what I'm saying? So it was surreal, because you think this is other people's story. It can't be mine. It's other people's story. It won't ever be mine. But you never know. You never know. Real quick, I'm gonna just run through some things, because I know that you are with Primerica Financial Services.
Yeah.
And their plan is awesome. I am also with Primerica Financial Services, and I have a plan through them. And one of the best features that they have with their plan is the child rider. And a lot of people be forgetting to add that child rider. But baby, don't just think of it as, because the main thing that I get is, well, I don't want to add that because I don't want to think about my child dying or whatever. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you how it's going to help your child in the future. See, when they turn 25, they get up to 5 times the amount without having to get a health check. Do you know the benefit of that? Do you know the benefit of that? And because they're already with the family, they don't have to pay the standard price that it will cost for a normal 25-year-old that's just coming into the family to get a life insurance policy. Listen, they're going to get a little bit of a discount because they're already with the family. And not only that, with that child rider, let's say the primary insured passes away before the child reaches the age of majority, which is 25, the company will pay their policy in full up until they're 25, so they can gain their bearings. Not only are they receiving the death benefit from you, but they're also covered up until the age of 25. So stop thinking, well, I don't want to add no child rider because I don't want to think about my child doing this. I think it's the most selfish thing to not, first of all, have that financial foundation that you need to have, which is income protection. See, everybody say life insurance. Life insurance, income protection. Income protection, I like to think of it as income protection. Because when you want your child to have the same lifestyle and live the same type of lifestyle that they're living when you're no longer here, that they are living right now when you're alive, stop wasting time saying, I'll get it later. I'll get it later. The older you become, the more the policy is going to be. For all these people that look at it as, it's a big cost, it costs so much. Well, that's because you wait until 45 to get your policy. If you get your policy at 20 years old, 25 years old, it won't be as much as it would be at 45 years old. That's why y'all keep saying, oh my gosh, why my policy is so high? Because y'all wait till y'all got health problems and all these different things with you, and then you try to come to us to cover you.
Cigarettes for 30 years. Y'all, do the most. Y'all don't take care of yourselves. Y'all don't go visit the doctor. Like, come on with the nonsense. Like, we're going to stop making excuses, and we're going to actually start taking accountability and responsibility for the roles that we play. You don't want to think about your children dying? Well, guess what? You're doing a disservice, not just to them, but to yourself, because in the event you just so happen to have to bury your child, the last thing that you really want to be thinking about is, where am I going to get this money from? Most Americans don't have an extra $1,000 as for an emergency fund, let alone 10 to 20 to almost $60,000 to bury somebody. Like, come on. And I really don't like it when parents be like, I don't want to, I know, nobody wants to think about their child dying, and I really hate to be insensitive, but accidents happen. I'm not saying that, your child's going to get killed. God forbid it's anything like that extreme. But accidents happen every single day.
Every day.
Kids drown. Kids get hit by cars. It's just so many unfortunate, unforeseen things that, life-changing things that happen every single day. And the last thing that you want to have to think about is money.
So. Absolutely. And I want to just tell all of y'all, when I first got into doing income protection and protecting people, and girl, I went gung-ho. I was like, I'm gonna get license over here, license over here. Anywhere I had family, I was getting licensed, right? So I was like, I got family in this state, I'm going to get licensed over here. I got family in this state, I'm going to get licensed over here. So they would have a go-to person to come to get protected. My thing is, I was so scared to give them the real and the raw because I didn't want to make any enemies. But guess what, baby? I no longer care. I no longer care about making enemies. You want to know why? Because I'd rather be your enemy and you be covered than be your friend showing up at your funeral with just some potluck, some pie or whatever like that. And now I want to be able to deliver a check to your family. Not
part.
Not just some collard greens and peas, okay? I want to be able to deliver a check to your family. And now I want people to be looking like, well, dang, they had it all. Listen, I got my policy, but then I want to also pivot real quick. You can get a policy, but also make sure you have a will, baby.
Yes.
Make sure you have a will in place.
Thank you for saying that, because you know, Primerica isn't a life insurance company. It's a financial services company. Primerica offers a multitude of financial services, and it's just really amazing. You know, financial needs analysis, you know, auto and home, Medicaid. It's so many different products that are available. So, you know, there are plenty of representatives who are, you know, more than willing to sit down and you know, get you and your family situated. You can reach out to Lachey, you can reach out to me, and we can definitely get you set up. And if we can't directly help you, we have a host of teammates who are available and ready to, you know, get our people taken care of. And you know, like Lachey said, you know, I ain't afraid of making no enemies, and I've been working on my throat chakra, because the thing about me is, you know, I people who know me know I don't play. Like I don't play, but I do realize that I could be a bit aggressive sometimes. So I'm like, okay, you gotta be nice. But I ain't being nice. It's not about being nice. If I love you, then I'm going to tell you what's best for you. And that's what I wanted to get at. Because I love you, that's why I'm providing this information for you. I would be your enemy if I allowed you to ignore the future that it is going to come eventually. Like if I allowed you to suffer, if I allowed your family to be in that position and not at least at the bare minimum show you what I have to offer. You can lead a horse to the lake, but you can't force him to drink. So
yeah,
I'm gonna lead you to the lake. But if you want to drink, then you're gonna have to do that yourself.
Yeah. So real quick, like she said, is a Primerica Financial Services. So we do income protection, of course. We do mortgages. We do legal protection, identity theft protection. We do auto and home. We do did I say mortgages?
You did say mortgages, girl.
I did say mortgages. We do mutual funds. Mutual funds, because we want to buy term and invest the difference. And we always use that phrase because you want to buy term insurance and you want to invest the difference into a mutual fund, so that by the time you end your term, you have enough liquid cash that you will no longer need a life insurance policy. And can you tell me how many life insurance companies there are out there that will present something to you like that? None of them, because if they did, they would be out of business, because they want you to keep your life insurance policy because that keeps them in business. But because Primerica Financial Services is all about making you better financially, right? They don't focus on you having a life insurance policy for your whole life. They're like, listen, we're going to get you on track from the beginning. And like I said, what's up, Kara? Thank you for joining Into Think Different TV. I missed you, girly. You want to realize with this company is not just saying, oh, well, we're just going to force income protection down your throat. No, we're not. That's a foundation. That's just the beginning, baby. And like I said, with that legal protection, once you get legal protection, you're able to get a free will. You get a free will with it. And that's what, $29 a month? What's income protection? $11 a month?
It's very inexpensive. It's just the fact that we don't have the knowledge. But thank God for, people like us and our teams who are doing our best to get this information out to people. There's a lot of people out here pushing whole life. But the problem with pushing that whole life is not really explaining how that system works. And, everybody's always talking about something. Yeah, cash value. And ultimately, it sounds good. It really sounds good when you are 30 and you're, getting your policy. But then by the time when you're 72 and all of your money has ran out, because instead of them increasing your policy, then now it's just been subtracted from your cash value, and now it's not what you thought it was. And also too, they don't explain to you that 9 times out of 10, when it comes time to receive that death benefit, you never receive the benefit and the cash.
Cash value. Now,
Like,
I want you to hold on to that. I want you to hold on to that because we don't want to give them too much sauce.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
We don't want to give them too much sauce. So listen, y'all. Brittany, I appreciate you for being on Think Different TV. I appreciate you so much. Listen, this is Brittany Bryant, y'all. Y'all need any help with any of these things? Like, she provides services from the womb to the tomb. All right, she's a doula. She does prenatal massage. She does regular massage. She's amazing. She got hands, y'all. She got hands, y'all. Yes. And then she's providing income protection, wills, and all these different things. Listen, down at the bottom, you see it scrolling right there. You can follow her on IG at u.r.wellness massage. That's Universal Restoration Wellness Massage.
Yep.
And then she's also at Bryant_consults on IG, which is her financial services page. All right. And then you can also subscribe to her YouTube channel at JustBrit5173. That's JUSTBRIT 5153. Make sure that y'all subscribe to her channel. She also drops gems on there. She's an all-around wonderful person. I'm telling you, she gives you the raw and the real, but she does it with such a sweet tone. You don't even know you're being attacked until she strikes so fast and so sweet. You don't even know. It's like sour kids. Like first she's sour, then she's sweet. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. But I'm telling you, she has a story. She shared a story today. Make sure you watch the replay. But anytime she's sitting down with you, have her tell her story to you, because this is something that hits home for her. And when you have someone that's passionate about what they do, you know you're going to get the best. You know you're going to get value.
One thing I forgot to mention about, right before my fiance, passed away, we had a woman ask us, was he covered? I happened to be covered at that time, but he wasn't. And we were on our way on vacation, but we was like, when we come back, we gonna, get with you. And I don't want people to miss that chance, because he was 25 years old. We had an opportunity to get him covered. We went away, and then we did not prioritize it as soon as we got back. And that was our fault. I can't blame anybody but myself for, that mistake. But I bet you I learned. And I don't want y'all to fall victim to that. You have to get set up. You have to get a will in place. You have to, take responsibility for your life. Nobody is coming to save you. Your life is your responsibility. Your family is your responsibility. We have to stand up, take our power back, understand that we have power, educate ourselves, and move forward like we know how to.
I'm telling you, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow her. Y'all see it ticking down at the bottom. Y'all better go show her some love on IG. And make sure y'all hit up her financial services page when y'all need any of the real and the raw and all of that information. Like I said, she got hands, so definitely go and see her. Again, Brittany, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us to Think Different TV. And I was on her show too a while back, y'all. So make sure y'all go and catch that episode. If it's still on YouTube, make sure y'all go and catch that episode, because we actually got a little bit deeper with a lot of the conversation here. This is just surface stuff. She'll give you everything when you set up an appointment with her. All right. So any last words for the people, Brittany?
Listen, y'all take care of yourselves. Your life is your responsibility. You are wellness. Your most natural state is well-being. So, just remember to love yourself, mind, body, and spirit. And I mean, really taking control of your life, taking control of your finances, getting rid of that debt. We are not, we vibrating higher. So just continue to do what you have to do to be the best you. I love you.
Thank you so much, love, and I appreciate you. And I will see you again next week. Make sure you come through, and because I'm gonna have some more topics.
No, first of all, I had commentary for everything, okay? Because the news was hot. I'm like, how dare that man and that Amy think that they gonna sue the news station when y'all was having a clear affair? then it was some other stories and stuff that you mentioned. And then when you mentioned them 18, the 24-year-old getting shot, that was just like so horrible. But it's a harsh reality. Like, yo, people die every day. Like, my mom just got a phone call this afternoon. Her grandpa passed away. Just like 2 days ago, my cousin, she was, robbed at gunpoint and they took her car. Like, real life be happening to all of us. And, in the world that we live in, it's always so much stuff going on, and it's really hard to just stay focused on the positive and protect our energies and our spirits and stuff. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
Absolutely. So I will see you. Make sure you jump in and tune in every once in a while. And like I said, I'm gonna have some more topics for you to jump on, especially financial topics, because I know when you get hot and heavy into the business, you gonna have some stories. And I want you to share some of them stories. Maybe I share people's name, but you know how we get those ones that be like, I don't want to leave my kids with no bonanza. I don't want to leave them with a whole bunch of money. They ain't gonna get a come up off of me. I'm like, whoa, like I had somebody actually say that to me. I had someone say to me, I don't want to get too carried away because if he end up watching, he might know that I'm talking about him. So that's a story for another time. But we definitely gonna get into those horror stories when you sit down and you actually sit down to try to cover some people and they be like,
no,
I'm good.
Even in my little bit of time being, right here, you do have some people who are very like standoffish, and it's just like, bro, I'm trying to help you out, but in business, like, you got to be okay with rejection, and I completely understand that the services and the products that I offer people actually need, so it's just about letting them know, like, listen, I could show you what I got, then you gonna have to figure it out for yourself, but you can't say that I didn't show you, the proof was in the pudding, so that's like with anything, like, it's like you go to the doctor, you get your prescription, you don't follow the regimen, then you're still going to be sick, so it's just up to you. It's up to all of us to live the life that we want to live and to, protect our families the way we want them to be protected. Some people don't want to protect their families. Why? I don't get it. But that's a different conversation for a different day.
That's a topic for another discussion. We definitely gonna get into that. All right, love. I appreciate you. We about to do this Jeopardy. Feel free to stay on. It's Martin Jeopardy. Okay. All about the Martin show. Okay. So yeah, definitely stick around if you can. I know you're tired, but we're going to have some fun in the last 30 minutes. And it's actually running a little bit later, but I'm doing this because it's my birthday show. It's my birthday show. So yeah, and I produce my own show, so I can go as long as I want to. Boo, boo, right? So I'm going to keep it to 11. Might not even go that long, but I definitely want you to stick in and stay if you can, okay?
Oh yeah, I can. You want me to stay on here, or you want me to stay in the background?
I mean, you can stay backstage, whatever. Just tune into the show.
I got you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, honey. All right, y'all. So that was our financial discussion. I like to put the fun into financial, because I don't want people to just be like, oh, she's so stiff and, she's so serious about finances and this, that, and that. So I call it financial tips because I want to bring the fun back into it. Yeah, we're going to have those deep discussions. We are. Honey, it's called Think Different TV for a reason. But it's good to have people like Brittany who are for the cause and doing what she can to provide those things for people. And she's like I said, she is with so many different things, that she has so many different businesses that is for the people. So that tells you she really cares about people. So, like I said, y'all feel free to follow her on IG at u.r.wellness massage, Universal Restoration Wellness Massage, and Bryant_consults. And you can check out on her YouTube, subscribe, at JustBrit5173. That's JustBrit5153. I want to also give a shout out to my bro who was on here, and Will, who shared his tips, his musical tips. Independent artists, make sure they don't get scammed out in these streets. You feel me? Because ain't nothing good about that. But I want to jump into our Martin Jeopardy. But before we even do that, I got to shout out our sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals. No additives, no chemicals, none of that crazy stuff in it. Is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Waters today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8273. And that is our sponsor, because we're about to jump into our Martin Jeopardy. All right, y'all. So last week we had, well, I'm gonna be totally transparent with you guys. I was in the hospital. I was in the ER. My fever was really high. Do not play with your health, guys. Anytime you feel like something is off, just go to the doctor. Don't waste any time, because your girl was struggling. Okay, I mean, I was off kilter, and now I gotta take medication because my silly self didn't get to the doctor sooner. So, because of that, I had to postpone this for this week. But I'm glad that I did, because it's the day before my birthday. We're gonna turn up and we're gonna have a lot of fun. And I know there's some people that's waiting to jump on here to do this Martin Jeopardy. And I'll be mad if I did this Martin Jeopardy and don't nobody show up on the Martin Jeopardy. Now, the rules are simple. It's Jeopardy. So you must answer in the form of a question. If you do not answer in the form of a question, you will be wrong. Even if your answer is right, it will be wrong because you didn't answer in the form of a question. Don't do that, because Reg did that last time and Try was able to steal. It was, or was it the opposite way around? I can't remember. One of y'all messed up. So I had to count the answer as wrong. All right. There's $20 on the line. All right. $20 on the line. And whoever has the highest point value at the end of it all, and also does the Final Jeopardy, answers correctly, will get the $20. Now, because of the fact that I took off a whole week, I decided to add 4 more questions. So instead of the traditional 17 that I usually do, I'm doing 21 questions. It's 21 questions. It's all about us. So yeah, we're doing 21 questions today. 4 100 point, 4, I mean 5 100 point, 5 200 point, 5 300 point, 5 400 point, and a Final Jeopardy question. Now, I did put the link in the comments, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it again so that people can join in to the show, so they could be on here to answer the questions. Now, I can have up to 4 people to participate in the Jeopardy. And y'all wondering, why is she getting so loud? Because I'm tired of you fools sitting up here week after week, Googling and oogling, and never jumping on here to join us at the Jeopardy. Now, do you have to be on camera? Yes, you do. All right. So when you join on here, you have to be on camera, because I have to see you raise your hand. All right. You have to have a Cash App or a Venmo or something so that I can send you the money. All right. I do not send checks, money orders, or any of that foo-foo stuff. I don't even have a Zelle, so you're only rocking out with Cash App and Venmo. And speaking of Cash App and Venmo, as you can see on the little scrolling thing down at the bottom of the screen, your girl's birthday is tomorrow in 2.5 hours to be exact, right? 2.5, 1.5 hours to be exact. 1.5 hours, I will be, well, technically, my mom, she don't count it until like 12:45 on the day when I was born. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do it like this. In an hour and 25 minutes, your girl will be 36 years old. That's how I'm gonna do it. All right. So I already got one person backstage. All right. I'm waiting until I got two people backstage. Come on, y'all. Do it for me. Do it for my birthday. All right. Do it for the birthday girl. And jump on here and participate. I'm going to put it in on Facebook too, so that y'all can people on Facebook, y'all can join as well. Y'all can hit the little link and go through all the motions. In the backstage, this is Martin Jeopardy. How well do you know the show Martin? Yeah. Wait, I gotta do the thing. Martin. How you feel? Martin. All right, that's enough of that. I got two people backstage. Let's look at the comments. Oh, that was just me. So please, y'all. Oh, I am Young P is in the building. Said, Kara, how you doing? But did you say hi to me? Young P. Let me go up because I gotta see if you said. Oh, just Britt said, thanks for having me. Here we go. Said he's tuned in. Kara, wish me happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I got two people backstage. Like I said, I can have up to 4 people on the screen at once. So don't be shy if you want to join in and you want to have a shot at this this $20. Yeah, I'm Young P. All right, yeah, okay. He said, I apologize. You right. He said, how you doing? And happy birthday too. Thank you so much, baby. I'm Young P. I know you know something about Martin. All right, you might as well join in and participate. I don't like people scared. I got 6 people watching on Facebook right now, and I got 4 people watching on YouTube. Now it's crazy because Chivo said, "Don't never say how many people are watching or whatever." But I feel like I call people out because they Googling, and they're not joining in to the daggone Jeopardy. Who I got backstage? Probably Red. Oh, we got Brittany and we got wait a minute. Brittany, are you gonna be participating in the Jeopardy? This is gonna be interesting. Oh yes. And I see Try is not wearing his handy dandy hat today. And it's probably because they got beat so bad on Saturday that he don't even want to wear the hat. And I totally understand, but I'm gonna wear my Eagles shirt because we beat y'all 38-7. We was not even sure if y'all was even playing. We had to check y'all post real quick, make sure y'all was still alive. Try it, private. Don't cuss me out in your head, Try. All right. I got 2 competitors backstage. We're just gonna get into it because we're running on time right now, and I want to bring everybody in so we can do this amazing Martin Jeopardy. Now this is so fun. I hope y'all heard the rules. All right. Must remember that you must answer in the form of a question. So if I say the color of the sky is this, you must say what is blue. All right. If you answer the question, answer the answer and it's not in the form of a question, it will be wrong. And the other person will get a chance to score. And I don't want that to happen. Try, did that happen to you? Or did it happen to Red? It happened to you, didn't
It
it?
happened to Reg. That was Reg.
It happened to Red and you stole, right? So we don't want that to happen. So that was very embarrassing. Um, all right, here we go. So we're gonna jump into it. I gotta jump to my thing. All right. First 100 point answer. I hope y'all can hear me nice and clearly. First 100 point answer. Dang, I didn't even jump to the document. Whew. All right, here we go. Where you at, baby? All right, there we go. This is the first and last name of Martin's girlfriend, Brittany.
Gina Gina Walters.
Wrong. It's right, but it's wrong. Try.
Who is Gino Waters?
I want you not to do it. And you did it anyway.
You right. My fault. You got that try.
So that's 100 points to try. The next 100 point answer is the series is set in this city. Try.
What is Detroit?
What is Detroit? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Next 100 point answer. Martin's two best friends are Brittany.
What is Tommy and Cole?
Tommy and Cole. Yes, that is. See, the 100 point questions are kind of easy. It gets harder. All right. Next 100 point answer. This is Martin's surname. Brittany.
What is Payne?
What is Payne? All right. We tied up. All right. 100 point answer. Sticky situation. Gina got her head stuck in this. Try.
What is a bedpost?
I'll allow it. What is the headboard? I'll allow it.
I think that's kind of the same thing.
It's the same thing. You remember she had to cover the whole thing with a whole bunch of fake hair?
Right.
Crazy. All right, y'all. We're jumping into the 200 point answers. All right, here we go. First 200 point answer. Cole loved Big Shirley and chicken fingers, but he loved this car most of all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what is his pacer, y'all? His pacer.
I couldn't remember what kind of car he had. I'm like, is it big red? Is it
pacer? All right, here we go. Dang, I should have put that in one of the harder questions. I thought y'all would do it. All right, here we go. Next 200 point answer. This person was Martin's nemesis in high school. 3, 2, 1. And what is Pretty Ricky? Pretty Ricky, what they call him?
I couldn't think of his name.
Here we go. Next 200 point answer. Pam gets attention at her job by doing this. Britt.
What is wearing skimpy dresses?
I'll allow it. What is wearing a red dress? Yes. Absolutely. All right, here we go. 200 point answer. Another Pam question. Pam is obsessed with this celebrity. Brittany.
What is Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington. And let me tell y'all something. She shares that obsession with Whitley on a different word. Whitley also had an obsession with Denzel Washington. And Tisha Campbell is their degree of separation because Tisha was on the Spike Lee movie with Whitley, Jasmine Guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Tisha is also on the show with Pam. So that's their degree of separation. All right. Moving on. Last 200-point answer. Martin had a crush on this school teacher when he was younger. Britt.
What is Miss Green?
No.
Okay.
Try. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is Miss Trinidad?
Who is Miss Trinidad?
Played by Beverly Johnson. Remember, she was all kissing on him and trying to get on him and stuff like that. And Gina walked in, and she was like, "Gina." Then she tried to say, "I didn't even know he had a girlfriend." She's like, "Well, if you didn't know he had a girlfriend, how you know my name?" And she was about to beat. Yes. All right. 300-point answers. We're in the 300-point answers round. All right. This was the name of Gina's boss. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Mr. Whitaker?
I knew it started with a W, but I'm like, it's not Waters because that's her last name.
Man, y'all, I know the people in the comments is going crazy right now. They're like, how you ain't know that? Next 300-point answer. Stan sold the radio station to this man.
Mm-hmm.
4, 3, 2, 1. Who is Red McMasters?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was getting followed by the IRS? Actually, it was just a clever way to write Garrett Morris off of the show because he was having some difficulties with Martin behind the scenes. So they wrote him off by saying he was getting followed by the IRS. So he sold the radio station to Red McMasters, and then Martin had to play country music, and then he came up with his own song. He said, "If you walk away from me, I'll just love you from behind." Next 300-point answer. First and last name needed. Don't you know no good is the song sung by this mechanic. 3, 2, 1. And who is Elroy Preston? Elroy Preston, kind of a play on Elvis Presley.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't you know no good? No. Don't you know
too many names.
Next 300-point answer. All right. Martin and Gina are rich. They have won the lottery, or so they think. Martin gives gifts to all his friends. Pam receives this. Oh, Britt.
What is a dog collar?
No. But that would have been hilarious. Try. Do you have any?
I don't remember that one.
I
No.
don't remember the episode, but it was like I feel it was something silly though, because she was like, "Martin."
Yeah, she got an envelope, and inside of it was a $2,000 wax job coupon.
Okay.
Next 300-point answer. Well, last 300-point answer. Martin and Gina had a joint checking account. Martin used the money in the account to purchase a very large television. Gina used the money to purchase this. Britt.
What is getting the boot off her car?
No.
Okay, because that's what I remember.
Try.
I remember the episode. I don't remember what she bought though.
All right. What is a bread maker? I know it's so random, but
I remember them. They had the joint bank account, and she had to spend money on getting the boot off her car, and she didn't want to tell him. And he was like, "Oh, all right, whatever." He knew about it, but then he was like buying sneakers and just buying stuff and making her go buy hoses. Maybe it was 2 different episodes. Maybe I'm
it
mixing
probably was 2 different episodes.
Okay.
It was 2 different episodes. Because she definitely got a bread maker, and she was trying to hide it from him in the house. And he trying to hide a big behind TV. Like, how ain't nobody gonna see that?
Right.
So now we're in the 400-point realm, y'all. 400-point answers. All right, here we go. Martin made up for his big mouth behavior for telling secrets on his radio show by doing this. Britt.
What is telling secrets about himself on radio?
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you remember
the secret?
Yes.
That he had, was it that he had a crush on Shanae?
He was going to go sleep with Shanae, but she never answered the door. Yep. Absolutely. It was something to do with Shanae. Remember, I was like, oh my gosh. And then Shanae came up and was like, I don't know. Come right on over. Next 400-point answer. The name of Shanae's hair salon was named this.
You got me there.
3, 2, 1. What is Shanae's Show Enough Hair Salon? I know, right? I tell you it's random, but if you are a real big fan of Martin, you would know these things. Like, this is for people that watch Martin nonstop. Like, here we go. 400-point answer. Gina lost these and had to work for Shanae to get replacements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what is piston tickets?
Okay.
Remember when she thought she dropped down the trash and everything like that, and then Shanae was like, "Oh well, she's like, I got some, you know." So then, but her, was it her and no, it was just her. She had to work in the hair salon, and she had to get her hair done all crazy. And then at the end, Martin walked in. He was like, "Hey, did you do so?" He was like, "There's something different about you." And then she's like, "Oh my goodness," because her hair was all different. It's crazy. Anyway. Here we go. I might do another Martin Jeopardy because I feel like I gave y'all some hard ones. Next 400-point answer. At one point in the show, Martin got a $4,000 investment and wanted to build a restaurant with the money. The restaurant was called this. 3, 2, 1. And what is Marty Mar's meatloaf and waffles?
Oh my goodness, I forgot about the meatloaf joint.
And then I think that was the same episode with the investment in Renum spoons.
Yeah.
And MC Hammer came in and he was like, I invested in Renum spoons. That was gross though. That wouldn't have been after post-COVID approved. That was gross. All right, last 400-point answer. Martin went on rent strike because his rent was increased and the landlord refused to fix any of the appliances around the apartment. The rent increase was this. Great.
So, I really feel like the rent increase was $25. What is $25?
No.
Okay.
Try.
What is $100?
No,
That's what I thought it was too. It was either 25 or 100.
it wasn't neither of those. What is $5?
Oh my
He kept
goodness.
saying, I can't pay the $5. I can't pay the $5. And it was only a $5 rent increase.
He was acting petty.
He was so petty. So petty. All right, y'all, I'm going to total it up. You got Try with 300 points, and you got Brittany in the lead with, wait a minute, 1,000 points. Now, Try, even though you're under 1,000 points, you can risk up to 1,000 points in the Final Jeopardy, and of course, you can risk up to $1,000 in the Final Jeopardy. So, in this time, go ahead and think about your wagers. This Final Jeopardy is crazy.
So it's like our bet, how much we gonna put up?
So y'all can go ahead and do that. And while y'all do that, well, matter of fact, y'all can just give it to me now. So Try, no, actually, is it Try? What would you like to wager?
I'm gonna wager everything.
Everything up to 1,000.
Yep.
Britt, what would you like to wager?
He done went all in. I guess I'll go 500.
You said 500?
Yes, I'll do 500.
All right, here we go. So you need a pen and a piece of paper because you're gonna write down the answer. This is the Final Jeopardy, guys. Final Jeopardy for the Martin Jeopardy. Shout out to the sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals. No chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIA WATER. If you live in the Philadelphia area and would like Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279, and that is our sponsor. Does everybody have their pen and paper ready for the Final Jeopardy? Good?
Yep.
All right. So here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Ham had a boyfriend that had his own skybox in Piston Stadium. This was his name. Again, Pam had a boyfriend that had his own skybox in Piston Stadium. This was his name. Go ahead and write down y'all answers. As y'all can see, I'm writing with my Think Different TV pen, sipping Euphoria Water out of my Think Different TV stainless steel travel mug. Euphoria Water. Water. All right, y'all. Again, the Final Jeopardy question was, well, answer was, and I'm going to say this. I am Young P. I'm going to punch you in the face. You want to know why? Because I told you to join on here to do the Jeopardy, and you didn't do it, and you've been putting answers in the comments. And I told you not to do it. Now, don't make me come through this screen and come get you. I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you, hunt you down, find you, and I'm going to beat you up. No, I'm not. I love you too much. But don't you do it no more. And if you want to participate in Jeopardy, you're free to join into the Jeopardy. I always put in the link. Anyway, Final Jeopardy. Pam had a boyfriend that had his own skybox in Piston Stadium. This was his name. Try, what is your answer? Who is Gary? Wrong. That puts you at -700. Brittany, what did you put?
I'm a James.
It's so teeny tiny.
I'm a James.
James, you ain't even put it in the form of a question.
Oh. Who is James?
Terrible. So here we go. Wait a minute, what did you risk, Brittany? You risked 500. All right. So that takes you down to 500 points. So you are the victor, even though you did not get the Final Jeopardy correct. It was what is Simon? His name was Simon. I know.
That was really good though. Like that was really good.
Oh my gosh. And guess who knew it? I'm so mad at you. I'm Young P. And guess what? You probably Googled it. You Googler. Freaking Googler.
What's his name? I am Young P. I ain't even mad at you, player. I appreciate that. You stay over there in them comments. You join in next time, player.
He needs to. He keep playing these games. He knows this stuff. So guess what, y'all? We gonna do for the last week of January. Can y'all believe this? Next week is the last week in January. We're gonna do another Martin Jeopardy with new answers and another $20 on the line. Britt, you have yours coming to you. Just send me your cash app. Listen, guys, we had a lot of fun tonight. I appreciate y'all for jumping on and losing. But we definitely gonna do Martin again, and have some different answers up here because this was very entertaining, and I didn't know y'all would suck so bad at it.
But in our defense, though, like Shanae's shop, like if but Martin, it's so many questions that you could ask. So I mean,
it's 5 seasons.
It's 5 seasons.
The 5th season not really being that great, but it's 5 seasons of a lot of stuff and I will try to. I don't know. I want to make it hard because I want to see if y'all really know.
Yeah, no, I think the questions were great. And even if you was some of the ones that you had today, if you was like the mix those in, because even the Pam boyfriend question, that was a good one.
Yeah, see, there you go. There you go, y'all. So even though they both didn't get it right, she thought it was a really good question. So that tells y'all doing something right. But I appreciate you guys for jumping on tonight, and I will see y'all next week.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
All right. Like I said, that. We done wrapped up another episode of Think Different TV. This is episode 3 of season 2, and it's also the day before my birthday. And I actually 57 minutes until my birthday. So I'm gonna have a drink. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I love y'all all very dearly, and I missed y'all so much last week. And I won't do that no more. Listen, Euphoria water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria water today. You can find Euphoria water on IG at Euphoria water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Or you can call Captain at 267-707-8279 if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria water delivered to your home. Guys, check this out. Because it is my birthday, feel free to, contribute, send me a little something in my Cash App, Lashia Star, or my Venmo, Kaisha Smith. All right. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell on our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Tonight's topic was Single Mom Series, the dating pains of single parents. We also had special guest M. Will on here talking about scams done to independent artists. He said he didn't want people getting scammed. We had the beautiful Brittany Bryant on here, special guest, talking about the importance of income protection and also sharing a very personal story with you guys. And, you know, and then we had our Martin Jeopardy where there was really no winners because they didn't get the Final Jeopardy right. But Brittany was victorious because she didn't risk it all. Okay. I thank you all. I see y'all next week. Y'all have a wonderful week. Yes. Let's go.
Think Different TV. Live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Ashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I